What's up, Knicks Nation? Welcome to the show. And boy, do we have a whole lot to talk about. So, Coach Thibs finally gives his thoughts on the Knicks winning a championship. Jaylen Brown reacts to the Knicks winning the championship. A lot of reactions tonight. James Dolan's speech. We'll get into some of the particulars and sacrifices that he requested for the team to make for their 10-week run. Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Boston Celtics. There seemed to be a match. And this question has been looming around on social media. Did Spike Lee also get a championship ring? And you won't believe what Bill Simmons, the notorious Knick hater, has to say about Jalen Brunson. So yes, we will discuss all of this tonight on Level Headed Knicks Talk. What's up, Knicks Nation? Welcome to the show. I am your host, Karan Pierre, the Objective Fan, and I'm straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest. Man, you know the vibes. Tell a friend that we live, man. Hey. Welcome to the show. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic evening as the weather seems to cool down a little bit in New York City. But before we begin the show tonight, we do have to address the proper formality. We have to smash that like button. So as you enter the show, smash that like button so we can let the YouTube algorithm know that this is the place to be. All right. And while you're at it, you might as well subscribe because well over half of you guys who watch are not subscribed. So subscribe now and help us close the gap. Of course, we got the special 5K giveaway once we reach that milestone. So all you have to do is subscribe and you will automatically be entered in the chance to win a rookie Jalen Brunson trading card. All right. See who's in the building, man. Big time salute to everybody. I see my man Tugboat Taylor. Big time salute. OKF champs. All right. And my man Zach. What's going on? How you guys feeling? Everything's good? Okay, Reborn in Christ. Big time salute to you. Jay Davis. What's good? Cleo, how you doing, Cleo? Hopefully everything is well. As we get ready for this parade on Thursday, it's going down in a major way. I saw that the mayor was trying to give away some tickets to fans at the Beast. I don't know. It's just so much uncertainty. But I dropped in the Blue and Orange brunch show that we did earlier, I dropped the information on the parade and, letting you guys know the route and all those things. If you want to check it out, you definitely can. I'll be back tomorrow with another Blue and Orange brunch show in the afternoons. And, whatever news updates, I definitely will be dropping a lot of clips and shorts as well. So be out on the lookout for that. Let me see, man. A lot I want to discuss. Let's start with a Giannis trade. How about we do that? Let's start with a Giannis trade. So right now, Boston Celtics, we have the Celtics scrambling right now. They're looking to get back into the top. And, right now, everyone has their eyes set on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And, my take on Giannis is that, what are you going to give to get him? Because here's the problem. Does Giannis, they say that he's willing to go to certain places, but does he really want to go there? But I thought that this was an interesting concept here. Daily Knicks talking about this whole Giannis thing. I would like to share with you guys. But Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's demanding a lot of attention. But the problem with the Giannis trade is he has to want to go to whatever place you want to send him. Okay? I think that right there is the hook that I don't think that a lot of people understand. Because if it's like a loose, open-ended thing, then Milwaukee has the power. But if he has to decide, hey, I want to go to Boston. Hey, I want to go to New York. I know some of y'all don't want to hear about New York, but I'm just saying, no matter where he wants to go, he has to make that a definitive stance, or else they're going to continue to play these games. All right. Now, Celtics clearly need to make upgrades to keep up with the Knicks, all right? We know that we dominated the Celtics in the 2025 playoffs. Last year, they didn't make it past the second round, and they want to use some type of weak-ass excuse that Jason Tatum wasn't there, all right? New York holds a 7-3 record over Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown Celtics. We've been dominating this team since the last postseason. So they're looking to get their get back. And the Celtics are hell-bent on doing anything, what it takes, according to Bill Simmons. He said they made an offer in the past week for the two-time MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Right? And so here's the thing, though. The interesting part about this Giannis potential deal is they're anticipating Brown being in the trade. And I don't understand the whole trading a star for a star. You never really see that. And if they do trade Jaylen Brown for Giannis Antetokounmpo, I do think that that could come back to bite them. Because what happens if Jaylen Brown becomes, an MVP on whatever team he goes to? Because more than likely it'll be a 3-team deal. They'll send assets in exchange for Jaylen Brown to the Bucks. And whatever that third team is, they should have the means to, move pieces. But you never really see people do that. And then this came out as well in the wake of, well, not the wake, but in the event that the Celtics are trying to do the deal. Giannis is willing to extend with Boston as well. All right. If he's traded to the team, Boston remains interested. The Celtics prefer to work directly with the team that they are trading with without players and agents involved. See, I don't know if that helps the negotiations or it hurts the negotiation, but this is what they say they want to do. All to catch the New York Knicks. All right. And Boston's also aware that trading Giannis would also force the team to somewhat change their style of play. Right. And a lot of Knicks fans are concerned that would be the case if Giannis Antetokounmpo is traded to the Knicks as well. They're like, oh, but no, we got a certain style. We won the championship with a certain style. He wouldn't fit what we're trying to do in New York. That has been the narrative. All right. But it would also mean breaking up the duo of Giannis and Brown. And I had of Tatum and Brown, but I had another article talking about, I'm not sure if this is it. Let me see. This might be it, because now Jaylen Brown, with all of the talk, they were saying that, is this the same article? Yeah, this is the same. I don't know where it is. I had another one that it was talking about how Brown is, they're ruining their relationship with Brown with all of these rumors that he will be dealt away, and how that can come back to bite them. Because what if because Brown made he has his own streaming podcast. So Jaylen Brown made this declaration that, he will be way better next year, So I don't know what that means, whatever. He also talking about the Knicks. And speaking of Jaylen Brown, I might as well just get to that really quickly. Jaylen Brown talking about the Knicks and reacting to our championship as everyone else do. Remember, it's all eyes on New York City right now. We're the hottest thing smoking. And, it's a beautiful sight to see, if you ask me. But they all are watching. Everybody has had something to say about the Knicks. And watching this reaction is funny because he might not even be a Celtic next year. Okay. He might be somewhere else. Right. But Jaylen Brown gives a blunt reaction to the Knicks winning the title. All right. Now, this is what he had to say. Congrats to the Knicks. All right. This is what he said on a recent Twitch episode. Incredible run. You got to give credit. Obviously, it's a pain to see, but you got to tip your cap to Jalen Brunson. He's a dog. The ball bounced in the right direction. Now, hold on. Like I need to zoom in a little bit. Damn, hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Because I feel like it's a little small, and I would like y'all to see it a little better. Okay, this might be it. So, all right, cool. All right, congrats to the Knicks. Pain to see. Jalen Brunson is a dog. All right, the ball just bounced in the right direction for them. A lot of those games at the end. Like, what are you talking about, dog? Like, was that a shot? Because I'm taking that like it's a shot. With the OG Anunoby tip back and Wemby throwing the ball away, the stars lined up to win the championship. That's what it takes. It takes you to be healthy. Is that another shot? Are they sending? Is he sending another? Listen, he's a Celtic. I am paranoid. I don't trust nothing they say. They all hate the Knicks, and they are the ops. It takes you to be good, and you got to have some luck and favor. Now, I don't know if that was all nice. Y'all can let me know what y'all think about that. I'm going to say off rip, he's talking about health. Please let's not make that a big deal because Jaylen Brown, your team won the championship and y'all beat a whole bunch of injured teams. On the way, we didn't have any teams that were injured. All the teams that we played was healthy. You feel me? So you could bring up the health all you want. It's not going to hold up. Now, if you want to say we beat some young pups, okay, I'm cool with that. I'm not mad at that. But to act as though, we didn't get the job done and try to throw salt on it, I don't know. But you could tell me what you think about what Jaylen Brown had to say. And if you watch the clip, I'm not playing it. You can see the sarcasm is there. He's trying to act like he's genuine and trying to be a good guy about it. No, sir. We don't believe you. You need more people. Sorry. But that was Jaylen Brown. That was my Giannis to the Celtics bid. Right now, the way it's looking, I think that is a good chance he winds up in Boston because if Boston is willing to trade Jaylen Brown, any third team will take Jaylen Brown. Any third team. He's an all-NBA second team defensive player, defensive talent. He was an MVP candidate. I don't see no team with picks not wanting to take him. If you just ended the show, smash that like button. I do appreciate y'all support. We talking about Coach Thibs. He actually reacted to the Knicks championship. A lot of you guys may have seen the ad. I don't know where the hell I put it. I'm gonna try to find it on the back end. But Coach Thibs took out an ad in the paper thanking the New York Knicks for his tenure there. And I'm gonna put that on the screen really quickly. Let me see if I can find that. Tom Thibodeau. I don't know. I can't remember where I put it, but this came out not last week, but this came out like right after we won the championship. And I forgot to talk about it on the pod. Let me see if I can find it. I just got to find where the hell I put it. Let me see. Time to see. Change the culture? Nah, I don't care about your opinion. Hold on. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it now. I got it. Put the ad out. Let me see. No, that's not it. Oh, man. Yeah, I thought it was a nice gesture by Coach Thibs putting the ad out, thanking the Knicks for, his service. Uh no, no, no. I could have sworn he put something in the paper. Oh, okay, I got it. Okay, okay. No, no, no. That was when he was hired. My fault. I thought he put out an ad when he for the championship. Yeah, thank you for the fan. Nah, that was when he was hired. Okay, my bad. My bad. All right. Let me pull up out of there. I'm gonna get the Tom Thibodeau in a second. Hold up. Let me keep it pushing. I forgot that was for the when he was fired. Initially, he put the ad out, which still deserves a salute because how many people puts out ads to the fans after they get fired? I mean, I don't know. Um, Damn, it's a lot of good topics. Should Spike Lee get a championship ring? Let's go there. Go there. And then I'm gonna get into Thibs, then I'll open up the phone lines. Should Spike Lee get a championship ring? What do you think? Part of Dolan's speech was that he would give championship rings to the players' wives. I thought that was pretty cool for their, having their husbands have to sacrifice, as he puts it. And guys like Ewing is going to get a ring. I'm not sure if Houston and the rest of those guys will get rings. I think the reason why Ewing will get it is because he's like a consultant kind of guy, and you could kind of blend him in with the coaching staff. But I don't know. But a lot of people was talking about this, even Stephen A. Smith. I got honestly, yo, I hold on before I go to research mode. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm the first one to tell you, yo, we got to let people back on the bandwagon. It's all right, if they weren't Knicks fans, they want to come back, it's fine. But I ain't gonna lie, yo. It's just a lot of these fake fair weather fans coming in droves, bro. Like, it's just too many. It's corny now. Now everybody loves the Knicks. I don't understand it. It's like, just stand on your square. You wasn't rocking with us for years. I see Cam and Mace. I see a lot of people just, the Knicks are the best thing smoking. There was shows by former NBA players trashing the Knicks. Even what's his name? Your man Kendrick Big Body Brunson. Don't make me play the clip of him talking about the Knicks ain't gonna scare nobody. Not even if they was dressed in a scary costume on Halloween. Don't make me pull that footage up. Kendrick Perkins. We all know what Stephen A. and these guys said. But I don't know. It's just too much Knick love. I'm not used to it. I want the hate. Yeah, I want the hate. You got notorious Knick haters talking about Jalen Brunson is one of the best ever. I don't know. It's just weak. I just want to be against everybody. I don't know. I don't like all these people on our side. It's just too much. It's just too much people on the Knicks side right now. But to bring it to Spike Lee, legendary. Sorry, I went off on that rant. To bring it back to Spike Lee, somebody who's not a bandwagon jumper, or somebody who's the biggest Knick fan in the world. He's probably been to more Knick games than anybody because he also travels with the team consistently. Right? Tracy Morgan, I will also put in that basket in the last few years. He's definitely been consistently with the Knicks everywhere, But what do you think about Spike Lee getting a championship ring? I mean, like I said, Stephen A. Smith, he jumped on the bandwagon of that. Josh Hart said give Spike a ring. Salute to Josh Hart. Champ. By the way, Josh Hart said, call me champ. So that's what we do. We champs over here. We don't. I like that. I'm a champion, dog. Yeah, I'm not just Josh Hart. No, I'm Josh Hart, the champion. And I think that's the energy that we need to continue to put out there. I got a lot of people who I know who hate the Knicks, and they stay coming. They stay coming for us, but yeah, it is what it is. But yes, I think Josh Hart kind of really kicked it off on like a more notable person that's a part of Nick Nation, and everybody else who started to follow him. Uh, a lot of people were pulling for it. Stephen A. Smith said, "I'm sorry, but this man ain't shoot one shot or grab one rebound, but let him enjoy the parade just like the rest of us. He good." All right. Now, no players, coaches, executives, and other members of the organization get rings, not fans, even if they're super fans, another wrote. All right. So people are kind of split on this. I don't know if Spike needs a ring. You think Spike, I mean, of course Spike will take the ring, but I don't know if that's something that Spike wants. I'm pretty sure Spike would be like, yo, I'd rather give my ring to Walt Clyde Frazier. Salute the Walt Clyde Frazier. You feel what I'm saying? I think those guys should get rings. I think the former players should get rings, man. Honorary rings. Of course, it's not going to count to their resume, right? Maybe it might count to Ewing's because he's a part of the staff, and you could make him like he's a coach or something like that, or and we've seen organizations give championship rings to people as a part of the organization. I think the Cavs have the record for that. I think they gave out like rings to the entire staff or something crazy like that. I'm not 100 on that, but they gave out rings to a lot of different people though. That Cavaliers team that won it. Was that 2016 with LeBron? I think that was 2016. So we've seen it before, like with people in the organization, but I don't know about Spike Lee. But what do y'all think about that? Should Spike Lee get a ring? Honestly, I wasn't even going to touch on this because I feel like it's like kind of a little casual, but we're going to ride with it. We're going to ride with it if y'all want to discuss it. And before I get to the phone lines, I do want you guys to smash that like button. All right. I want to talk about Coach Thibs. We're going to talk about Thibs, man, and his reaction. All right. I could have sworn he put the ad out, but that was when he got fired. My fault. Because I read it the same day I heard the other comments. Kind of confused me. I read too much news, but we good. Smash that like button. Also, subscribe if you're not subscribed. All right. It's very important to the YouTube algorithm that you guys subscribe. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to play a sound bite for you in a second of what a former Knick had to say about what Thibs said. All right. Now on the screen, I'm not sure if you see, I got some merch here. I'm gonna go into research mode. You can see the merch. I put the merch on the side of the screen. I want to show y'all some merch. If you hadn't checked it out, take you to my link tree really quickly so you guys can see it. We got bam. Once you go to my link tree, which is the link that's on the screen, I'm gonna put it in the chat right now. And it's gonna say check out my merch. All you got to do is go there and you will be able to find it and go get you some merch, man. We got all different types of stuff, and I got more stuff coming as well. But always check out the Linktree /The Objective Fan. Bam! Take you right to the merch shop. We got all the mugs. You see swatted on the right side of the screen. Bodega Cat shirts. All right. We got all types of merch up in here. You feel me? We got the Captain 11 on deck as well. All you gotta do is hit the link tree and check out some of my merch, and go get you something, man. Big time salute to everybody who support the shop. I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Now I want to get into Coach Thibs. Now, Coach Thibs, it's funny because I asked this question on one of the shows. I wonder what Coach Thibs is thinking right now. Some people's, was that the members only show? Can't remember. I don't know. But one of the shows, because I do so many. We were talking about, well, I'll put the question out there. What is Coach Thibs thinking right now? Was he happy, that we won the championship? And so Taj Gibson spoke up for Coach Thibs, and he revealed exactly what Thibodeau's reaction was. So let me play this sound bite for y'all so y'all could hear it. Give me 2 seconds. Bam, I'm going to play this. And we're going to listen to it together about what Taj had to say about Coach Thibs. Now, I'm going to keep it real. I'm not just saying it because he's from Brooklyn. Taj is a solid guy. And I don't think that Taj would cap. You feel me? You feel me? There's no reason to lie, right? Taj Gibson is no longer a Knick. So, but let me see if you guys can hear this.
I talked to Thibs yesterday, and the first thing like we talked about was he didn't have any kind of malice in his heart. He didn't have any kind of hatred. He was so happy for the guys. He was.
Bro, hold on. Salute to Coach Thibs for being happy for the guys, man. That's fire. I ain't gonna lie.
Just really so proud of the guys and what they accomplished, and he was just like, he said like he's so happy that the fact that everything is going right for them. He was like, man, that's how it goes. Like you may have some good things going for you, may have to put up some things like don't go right.
He said that he's happy for the guys. Do you believe that? Do you believe that? Because it was the guys, reportedly, that got his ass up out of here. So, but do you believe what Taj is saying? I'm not going to lie. I don't think Taj is capping. There's no reason to cap. Taj don't work for the Knicks. And yes, Thibs is his man's. But why would he go through this lengths to cover for him? Listen to this.
Right for you. But I'm just proud of the guys. And I was like, man, that's just love, like to have that humility and this going from just knowing that you train these players and have put so much into them, and to know that they finally made that final leap to really take the top and go to the championship of New York City. I talked to Thibs yesterday.
Hey, that's what Taj Gibson had to say. You want to talk about it? 646-995-8389. Coach Thibs' reaction was positive. He was happy to see the Knicks win the championship. The players, he was happy for the guys. That's what he talked about, the guys. His guys. Now, I have some thoughts on the guys he's talking about, but call up 646-995-8389 and voice your opinion. Let me see. All right. Okay, I got you. Edwin in Carolina. Get him on the line. We talking about Coach Thibs, the Ops, the Boston Celtics, and their attempts to get Giannis to try to compete with us. We talked about Jaylen Brown's, kind of janky comments about us. Yeah. I'm not sure. All right. Edwin, call me. If you want to talk, Edwin, call me back, my brother. I wasn't sure because that was mad early. Then again, people be calling this number all day. Let me see. Zach wants to get. What's good, Zach?
Yo, what's good, Karan? What's good, OKF Nation?
We back in the building, man. Coach Thibs.
Coach
some
Thibs.
things to say according to Taj. What's your thoughts?
My thoughts on Coach Thibs is like any good dad. You know when you're a coach dad and you can only take your son to that level. And I mean, even like Rick Brunson, right? He's not the head coach. Mike Brown's the head coach.
Right.
And you can see it. You're like, these kids have now reached the pinnacle. That's what Coach Thibs is on. And you got to give him that. You got to give him that. Like this dude, he brought these players. He molded them. He showed them the stamina. And I bring up stamina specifically because we go back and I think you and I went over the minutes. Yeah. This is all what brings us to a championship. The fact that he threw these kids into the fire and said, you're going to play 40 minutes a game, all of you. I don't care. And then next year we win the championship because and if you read the whole article, yeah, the whole thing, and he said, like, listen, Dolan was like, you did an absolute amazing job. What you did and what you've done for these players is unbelievable. But we needed a little tweak. We needed that little thing that would allow you to be malleable, and Thibs wouldn't do it.
Right.
And that's fine. But at the same time, Tibbs now came back with the fact that he's like, listen, I brought them to this point and they were able to accomplish the goal that they had in their minds. That's what humility is. That's what being a father is. And that's how you look at it. Like, this is just truly a coach being a coach, knowing he had his limitations and then they made it to that pinnacle.
Mhm.
So that regard, Tibbs is unbelievable. Let's give him his flowers. He shaped this team. He just wasn't the coach to bring them to the promised land.
Right.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Taj Gibson, for being so forthright. The conversation you had, it was wonderful.
Yes.
Now, on to the next step. The backhanded compliments that Jaylen Brown had for us winning the championship was hilarious. They were 100%
You heard the audio,
backhanded.
right?
No, I've heard, of course, my guy. You know me.
Yeah, you seen the video. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, you
I
on top
saw
of your
the
stuff.
Yeah, come on, man. It's all backhanded with him. He has a hatred towards the Knicks, and that's understandable when you get into that Celtic culture. That's the thing that develops. Just like we have a hatred for the Red Sox.
Right.
It's those teams that consistently are the thorn in your side, and the Knicks are that to the Celtics. So I don't really take it with a grain of salt. Jaylen Brown is who he is. He probably won't even be a Celtic next year. But that,
right, that's what I'm going to ask you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You know what I'm going to say to this, and I'm not trying to like discredit any of the Giannis people who think that he's the next coming. He's not. This team is so well developed that, yes, I do believe that we need a boost. There's no question that we need some sort of, underlining improvement.
Right.
Of course. But if you're going to blow up what we just did to bring in Giannis, who's not necessarily a great locker room guy, who's not the best team guy, we all know it. There's been lots and lots of fodder throughout the media. That's not what this team needs. This team needs an underlining guy who's willing to come in. And I know people have been downtrodden on Deuce, but there's a lot of teams out there that would take Deuce on a signing trade. He's on the last year of his contract. There's a lot of pieces that we can maneuver, and Leon Rose is a genius.
Yes, he is.
This team is ready to go to the next level. JB is an absolute revelation. We have to understand that we have to give Leon Rose his dues and let him work his magic as he consistently has done. And it doesn't mean blowing up the team with Giannis. I'm sorry, It doesn't.
I'm kind of halfway with you on that. I'm not on either side with that. I'm kind of like, I want Giannis, but then I'm like, maybe we don't need Giannis. Like I'm not all the way on the Giannis side. I'm not.
I just don't see it as being like this tilting, team tilting thing. I just don't see that. I see us we were able to win the championship this year.
Right.
Without Giannis.
Exactly. Maybe the change isn't Giannis. It could be something else that it will help us, forge another championship. I'm with you.
You know who we need?
Who's that?
I hope he falls to us. Is Zuby Ejiofor.
Possible. So anything's possible in the draft.
It is possible.
Anything.
I mean, I'm not saying he's like a game changer, but that obviously opens up options when it comes to free agency.
Right. I appreciate you, Zach, man. Great call, man.
Appreciate you. Okay,
let's go Knicks. You got me rethinking the Giannis.
Look, I mean, he's unbelievable, right? He's a generational player. That's not.
No, but
I don't
we
want to
need
take
him
any.
Right.
That's the question.
But what we already accomplished, like,
Well, it's not
I
only
got you.
it's the continuance. It's also the continuance. Is that what you want to do? Is you want to blow up the whole team to continue this? Does that actually work?
Yeah. Because it's not like we have like a low budget Giannis that we trying to improve on, and we could just fill him in. Boom. Like this style is really different under Mike Brown. That's a whole nother topic.
And I brought up OKC. OKC made an unbelievable deal for Jared McCain. If they're not plagued with injuries, right? If J-Dubs isn't injured, if AJ Mitchell isn't injured,
good point.
I mean, we would have a hard time with that team.
Yeah, a hard for sure. I still think we beat it, but it wouldn't have been like if we would have started the way we started. We would be losing. If we start the same way, we would be losing, for sure.
We'd be losing.
For sure. Great call, man. Great call, Zach. I appreciate you, my brother.
I appreciate you. I know I went overtime. OKF Nation. Yeah, Knicks in 27.
Knicks in 27, God damn it. All right, I'm with you. Let's go. My bad. Zach, he be on the money, bro. I'm sorry. Zach on the money. 646-995-8389. Call up. We talking about Giannis to the Celtics and Coach Thibs. What's going on? LB in the building.
You can hear me well, because I know my phone been acting weird.
You don't sound bad. I'll let you know if it sounds bad. What's going on, my brother?
Yeah, it's all good. Listen, there ain't no debate. Spike Lee, get him his ring, bro. He been there before I was born.
That's a fact.
Yeah, get him his ring. Ain't even no question in that. Now, all these other ones, I don't know about all them, but Spike Lee definitely. Thibs,
I wouldn't be mad at it.
Yeah. Now, as far as the parade, I'm mad about that location.
Trash.
Like, I saw, wait, that street is mad narrow. Like,
yeah. Very.
It should have been 7th Avenue, starting at 14th Street, going to Times Square at the Red Steps, where they do the speech at the Red Steps.
Oh, they could have did that. They could have I would have been cool with the Garden too, but yeah, the Times Square steps would have been fire.
Yeah, I don't know what they was thinking. Yeah, I don't know what they was thinking with that.
Because now you only have one entry point. Because like if the streets are open, then we could cut around and go through, but now it's like, I'm thinking you got to go through Bowling Green. I don't know if you could go through the other blocks.
And then what makes it worse, I've seen them boarding up the stores and all of that stuff too. So, they don't for the wilding out and all that. But yeah, so it is what it is. Then you got.
Are you still going to go?
I'm trying to. Like a lot of hotels is getting booked. Like since even when the finals was going on, so I'm trying to come because I'm in North Carolina. So I'm trying to find hotels to go to.
Yeah, and that the World Cup hurt us too.
That too. I was like, yeah, I completely forgot about the World Cup. I completely forgot that as a factor. That's why.
Yeah, that's a fact. So that's also adding to the high hotels and hard to find hotels right now.
Yeah, and then now as far as Giannis, this is the thing. Yeah. I want Giannis, but I want him in free agency.
Got you.
If Giannis was smart, just stay in Milwaukee and then you can go anywhere you want.
Nah, they want to get rid of him. The owners said no. He got to go. The owners, they had enough. They said we need him gone.
His agent, he should pull a Kawhi Leonard. Do not allow Boston or whatever to talk you into the extension if you ain't really dedicated to being there.
He's willing to sign with Boston. That's the latest report.
A lot of this stuff. This is what's funny about Giannis, right? When when you physically see him speak, it's about the Knicks. But when it comes to Miami or Boston or other teams, it's never him. It's always rumors say. It's it's never him.
It's always reported.
Well, when it comes to the Knicks, you physically he talked about us 2 weeks ago when he was playing around with the soccer ball, talking to his brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like he was talking about us now if we won the finals and all that. Like you want to be in the
Right.
soccer club fan base. He ain't like Boston. I don't even see you as being a Boston Celtic. Like,
But remember,
but
they
that's
got to
only
trade
because it's
Jaylen
Bam
Brown
back.
too. So if you got to trade Jaylen Brown, I mean, how much better are you going to be?
You know what my theory is?
What's that?
It's going to be a three-way trade involving Atlanta, right? Jaylen Brown goes to Atlanta. Derek White goes to Milwaukee to get the money off the books. Giannis goes to the Celtics, picks or whatever, go to Milwaukee. Then next
So how they
year,
gonna have a team?
but no, I'm going to get to that point because this involves Atlanta too. Then next year, when Minnesota loses again, Ant-Man's going to demand the trade. So now you're going to end up on an Atlanta team with Jaylen Brown and Ant-Man. That's what Atlanta. But with Giannis,
Wow.
if he doesn't sign the extension, he could just leave and go wherever he want to go. Miami, New York, wherever you want to go.
Wow. Interesting.
Like Giannis needs to stop trying to front run. You're going to get cooked by either us or like Detroit or the Magic or something. Like y'all not like it's like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know why is he trying so hard to compete when all he has to do is just well he can't wait, but just don't sign the extension. Yeah, but
I think only Portland might be the only team that would do that. Portland.
Yeah, and the last thing I just have to say is what the Giannis thing is before I get off. Celtics is the better team for him to go to in the trade because if he goes to Miami, it's just going to be him and Bam and Norman Powell, and we're going to fry them.
Yeah, that's not enough.
Yeah, with the Celtics, you'll still have some other team. It's just you, Jason Tatum, and then you can work around that for at least a year, and then it's up to you if you want to stay or not.
I appreciate you, LB.
Yeah, but that's all I got. Yeah, got going.
Big time salute.
All right.
All right, that's my man LB. Salute to AP. AP. He says, salute to the chat. You can only go to City Hall if you got a ticket. I did see something about that. All right, it's going to be a good summer, and let's go Liberty, 2 for 2. Yeah, I'm with you on the Liberty, and I hope the Yankees also win, go 3 for 3. But I did see something about, that's why the mayor was talking about giving away tickets. So it's like, what are we doing then? We just going to be at Bowling Green? I'm lost, y'all. I don't know. It's good. Bro. It sounded like a... Yeah. I'm going to be there, but, to the people who want to see me there, realistically, bro, I don't know how the crowd is going to be at whatever time, because we could say we'll get there at 7. I could get there at 6 for sure, but will you be there by 6? I don't know. So, yeah, AP. So what's going to happen? I got to talk to my man Mellow Mike because we supposed to go to another event after that. Oh God. And I'm going to just try to link up with him and then, go from there. I'm sorry. I wish I could, give us more, but we're working in a very tight area and security, I know is going to be next level because the way I see it, the only way to get inside, you're going to have to go through Battery Place. And there's no side swiping in. So, yeah, if you're not getting there early, y'all, good luck. That's all I can say. Get my man Gino and BK in the building, 646-995-8389. Got 2 more topics, right? Hey, what's going on, Gino? OKF Nation.
Yo, what's
Plus.
good, K?
Man, nothing much, man. We talking about the haters. We got Jaylen Brown hating. I didn't even get to Bill Simmons yet. Now he's a fan all of a sudden. It's crazy. Coach Thibs reacts. Where you want to go?
Where you want to go?
I mean, we could talk with Coach Thibs. I mean, what's your thoughts about what Taj says? You know, I don't think Taj is capping. You know, he's from Brooklyn too, so we don't do capping like that.
Yo,
You know,
we from
you feel me?
BK. Like Tibbs built that culture. Let's be real. At the end of the day, he built that
So
culture.
Thibs, so he's happy, right? It makes sense.
He should be happy at the end of the day. Like, let's be real. Like, he built that culture. Them dudes play with no quit.
No quit.
Despite his deficiencies, they play with no quit.
That's a fact.
And they showed that little bit of Tibbs in that series because it was grinded out. Come back, fight back.
Right.
And what did they do last season? Fight back through leads. Come back and win.
Yep. Consistently.
Right. So Tibbs, he deserves some credit.
Good point.
You know? Where else do you want to go?
Man, Jaylen Brown throws shade. I think because he's upset he might get traded. But he threw some shade. He says that you know, in order to win the championship, you got to have health. And he's talking, trying to sound like he ain't being, sinister, like he's trying to give us fake props. But he alluded to health and luck, like we had health and luck on our side to win the championship.
At the end of the day, we had to battle through our trials and tribulations. OG went out, we still won. And we still smacked teams, so it don't even matter at the end of the day what he say. At the end of the day, nobody can never say we won it, we champs. And you have to address us as that. Coming into next season, defending champs.
Yeah. Oh, the haters are mad of Gino. My cousin, he's like, I hate the Knicks. I wish that it could have been a draw. I hate the Knicks. I hate this. Yo, the level of hate, bro. It's real.
The hate from New York will always be there. It don't even matter. Dang. That's what they say. If you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. It don't even matter at the end of the day. I don't even care what anybody got to say. They won the chip. What you want to say? What you want to do? Put an asterisk on it? Nah, you can't do that.
That's low key what he was doing.
You can't.
That's what he was doing.
You can't do that because we could say a whole bunch of nonsense at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But we don't make excuses here.
That's a fact.
Come on, we was hurt. We was injured. We could have used that. We ain't used that. We lost.
No excuses.
We lost last year.
We didn't play against no injured teams this year. So I don't understand, why he brings up health the way he did. We played against nothing but healthy teams. So
that was y'all fault. We smacked teams. We did what we supposed to do with teams. We smacked them. Get them out of here.
Get them out of here.
Quick.
Yeah.
Quick work. Like y'all, you ain't talking about nothing. Come on, we had only 3 losses in the playoffs. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Then they play against the Sixers, right? 3 games, Joel Embiid not there.
Let's be real. Y'all went to a game 7. Stop it.
Right.
Stop it. If y'all was that nice, y'all would have finished them off. But y'all ain't that nice.
Y'all not that nice.
Let's be real now. Y'all didn't handle y'all business. That's not a Knicks problem. That's a you problem.
That's a fact.
Like, give them Knicks that credit. They did what they were supposed to do.
Yep.
And you know what? Like, Mikal Bridges, thank you for doing what you did. I don't care. You show yourself now. And what you said, Kay, Knicks fans, don't be humble. Talk your ish.
We not being. We champs, dog.
Because Mikal Bridges talking his ish, and he don't care.
Bro, do you know when I talk to my non-Knick fan people, if I've been reaching out to them, now I haven't had much interactions because we just became champs. But I was like, yo, we the champs, right? I always throw that in there. No matter, we could be talking about something else. I'm gonna say, we the champs.
Yo, Kay, before the playoffs started, when I called you and I said, yo, these Knicks about to be a pro. Yo, they about to show y'all.
That's a fact.
Come on. At the end of the day, they is champs. You cannot take that away from them.
Can't take it away. Dominant.
They defied all the odds. You can't take that away.
Wait till you hear what Bill Simmons has to say. Yo, some people Like even Skip Bayless gave the Knicks mad props. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait, what? I mean, notorious like hardcore Knicks critics. Love it on the Knicks right now.
Yo, you know what's funny? It don't even matter because the real ones who was there with them from day one, yo, it don't even matter because we knew we knew what they had.
Right.
I don't care what nobody say. Y'all can hop on the bandwagon or whatnot. I'm still pushing you off. It don't matter.
Yep.
It don't matter because this team was always for real. Y'all just slept on them. Y'all was trying to wake up, but y'all couldn't wake up because this team was always like this.
Yeah.
And they locked in. The Dolan speech, they locked in. They knew what they had to do.
What was your thoughts on the speech? Did you think it was genuine? What did you think about that?
Yo, anytime you come in with a speech and you say, yo, I'm nervous talking to y'all, the first line y'all say, yeah, it's genuine.
Yes.
It's genuine. Y'all locked in? Mikal Bridges calling y'all savages? Oh, Dolan a savage. Sohan a savage. Come on. And y'all did it. Like, come on. Nobody can't take that away from y'all.
No,
nobody. I don't care what nobody
Will you be at the parade?
Oh man, I'm actually in Aruba right now.
Oh nah, you living. There ain't no parade for you. Shoot.
Right.
You doing good.
Right. And my daughter, she would be tight because she already was like, yo, when the parade. And I'm like, yo. So
yeah, don't even bring it up.
She already knows. So I'm like, yo,
yeah.
I'm just out here for a wedding or whatnot. But man,
that's what's up. Congratulations to whoever.
Facts, right. But I'm just saying, like, let them be. They deserve their credit. They did what they're supposed to do. And that's what it is. But
yeah,
man, just stop hating on the Knicks right now. Stop hating on New York, period. We did it.
Thank you.
We did it. We making the NBA proud. We sold all them. Come on, the most sales ever? Come on.
Most sales ever, highest views since like the 90s. Yo, bro, the stuff that we did, bro, for the NBA, yeah, when they say the NBA hates the Knicks, like the super conspiracy out, dude, that's cap. The amount of money the Knicks is bringing to the league, oh my goodness, bro.
Come on.
Like,
and we got a closer.
People don't know.
We got a closer. Jalen Brunson. Come on. He's the top point guard in the league right now. Let's stop it right now. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. If we look at all the playoff stats, who's dropping the most points in the fourth quarter? Jalen Brunson. Yep. He's doing more than SGA in the fourth quarter when SGA played against them Spurs. Let's go. Stop being humble. Talk your ish, Knicks. Let's go. Like,
let's go Knicks.
I'm tired of this. I'm tired of it. But yeah, I'm gonna let you rock out and do what you gotta do.
Nah, big time salute, Gino, man. Congratulations to your peoples once again. And I appreciate you, man. Big time, man. We are the champs, goddammit.
Salute. We the champs.
That's a fact. Big time.
All right.
All right. It's my man Gino in Aruba. He chilling. Aruba, bro? You gonna lie, that's fire. I'm gonna get back into the lines really quickly. I wanna put this this Bill Simmons article up there really quickly. Cause I was really taken aback by this because this guy is a notorious hater. Right? He's a notorious hater. And honestly, bro, I don't want the love, yo. I get it. I mean, we at the end of the day, we did want our props and our respect, like, you know, because we've been putting in work for years and they would not give us credit as a really good team in this league. So it is good to see it, but it's starting to get a little annoying, bro. I just want the hate to come back because now it's just like, you know, you got love. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you though. The haters are still notorious. Now you have a lot of people switched over, but the haters, bro, oh man, they just increased the hate. They increased it, bro. I'm keeping 100,000%. It's ridiculous. But Bill Simmons says Jalen Brunson is a top 50, not Nick, but top 50 All NBA player after the Knicks title. All right. Bill Simmons says that Jalen Brunson's championship run has changed the way he should be viewed historically. The Ringer founder said that Brunson now belongs among the top 50 players in NBA history. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That right there, this is like, he's a notorious dude that was against us. For him to shift gears like this, it took me by surprise. He said he blows him up. Dude, we don't even have top 50 no more. It's top 75. He said, forget the 75. This brother is top 50 in NBA history, man. With the 45-point performance in the Game 5 elimination game victory. I think he has to be one of the top 50 players all time. You know what's crazy? You got to really look at Jalen Brunson like that. Right now, and I'm saying it, Jalen Brunson is the best player in the world, my G. He is the best player in the world. It's hard. How do you argue against it? My fault. I didn't mean to click on it. But anyway, it's a major jump in the reputation for Brunson, who arrived in New York as the undersized guard. You remember when Doris Burke would say that every other goddamn minute? Even though he's a bit undersized, he's undersized despite being undersized. Yo, bro, it used to make me cringe every time she would say this brother was undersized. What are we doing? But now, man, he's one of the best point guards in history with Isaiah. You know, he up there with Isaiah and Steph as guys under 6'4" and all these guys. You know, now he's getting his props. But we tried to tell him, hey, didn't we try to tell these people? Man, Jalen Brunson is one of them ones, man. Y'all sleeping on him for what reason? All right. Brunson created the offense late in the games. We knew that. Brunson said that kind of run puts Brunson in a different category, especially when compared to the other great guards. And Simmons says he did something a bunch of great guards were never able to do. That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie. Even though this guy is somebody who I notoriously disagree with all the time, he's cooking on this Brunson point. You know, I guess a broke clock could be right twice a day. I don't know. Then he pointed to the Steve Nash, Chris Paul, Jason Kidd, while making the argument. Harden reached the finals. And then listen, no offense to Jason Kidd. You know, Jason Kidd is one of my favorite players all time. When I was young, he was somebody who I love. I feel like Jason Kidd is one of the smartest players ever. He's like top 3 smartest player ever. Just IQ. Like the stuff he would do on the floor. I remember one time, what happened? Something happened on the floor, and he tried to save the possession by calling timeout. And I'm like, I've never seen nobody do that before. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it the justice because I don't remember the exact play. I just watched too much goddamn basketball, and at the time, I didn't have the 82 nights, so it is what it is. But, you know, and this is when he was with the Knicks, by the way. He would always make smart plays, bro. So I don't want to knock Jason Kidd, but let's keep it real, family. When you won the championship, you wasn't the man on the team. Sorry. Harden reached the finals with the Thunder, but never got there as the lead star. Same thing with Nash, right? None of these guys won the championship as the lead guy. Even when Paul made it with the Suns, that was Devin Booker's team. None of these guys made it as the lead guy. What Brunson did was up there with D Wade in 2006. I disagree with that. I think it's better than what D Wade did in 2006, and I'm taking all fades. I'm taking all fades. If Jalen Brunson has Shaquille O'Neal on his team, he doesn't lose a game ever to anybody. If Jalen Brunson had Shaq on his team, not only Shaq, Gary Payton, Alonzo Mourning, Antoine Walker, just going down the list of the veterans they had on that Miami Heat team. You put those guys with Jalen Brunson, he never lose. Ever. No offense to D Wade. But D Wade, arguably, you could say he never won the championship as the best player on the team. I know he won the finals MVP and he was incredible, but I mean, was he the best player on the team? You tell me. Jalen Brunson is 1A undeniably. And to all you guys that said, oh, his OG was the MVP. Do you still feel that way now? Do you feel that OG Anunoby was snubbed for finals MVP? Jalen Brunson is the undeniable lead dog on this team. He don't got a LeBron James with him. Sorry, he don't got Dirk Nowitzki with him. He don't got none of that. Salute to the guys we got, but they're not on that level. The point that I'm saying is that Jalen Brunson is the 1A. There is no 1A, 1B. He is the one, goddammit. He is Neo from the Matrix. We cooking tonight. All right. So yeah, sorry, Bill Simmons. I disagree with you on that. It was up there with Walton and 77. Now, let me tell you something. That 77 team is very interesting. That 77 team won the championship. No playoff experience, dog. It's a very special team, that 1977 team. I might agree with the Walton comparison because even though Walton had a squad, I would probably say Walton was the guy on that squad. But maybe some guy from the 70s could argue with me with that. I don't really care. Bottom line is Jalen Brunson was the lead dog in 2026. I don't go back to 77. I wasn't there, but I was there for 2026. And I'm trying to tell you that very few people are in the company of Jalen Brunson. The Knicks are one of the best teams in playoff history, goddammit. And Jalen Brunson led that team. One of the best, the best differential every time of all times. We were dominating teams, dog. We have the second most wins in NBA history behind the Warriors with 13 in a row. My question for you is, if your team didn't win 13 games in a row, you need to go have a conversation with somebody else that went 7, because we don't do that as the New York Knicks. We like MJ. It's 6 games or less, baby. What are we talking about? Anyway. But he was a guy over and over again who could create the best offense for them, and he got better when it mattered, Simmons said. All right? Brunson workload also stood out. Simmons was cooked. I ain't gonna lie. If y'all listen to the clip, Simmons was cooking. He never got tired. As a small guy, the stuff he did was inconceivable. What do you guys think about Bill Simmons saying that Jalen Brunson is a top 50 player? I agree with Bill Simmons for the first time in life. Jalen Brunson is a top 50 player all time. Do you agree? Call up and let me know. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. We're also talking about with Coach Thibs' reaction. If you just joined the show, Taj Gibson said that Coach Thibs was elated. I played the soundbite earlier in the show, and he said that he was happy for the players. He didn't say Dolan and the Knicks. He was happy for the players. So I'm curious to know what's your thoughts on Coach Thibs' revelation, because I was thinking about it. I'm not gonna lie. I said when we won the championship, I wonder how Coach Thibs feel. And you're not gonna hear from Thibs until he gets hired. Like if he gets hired to become a coach. But for the next 2 years, you won't hear from him because there's a clause, a part of the contract. He cannot say anything bad about the New York Knicks because he's still under contract. Well, his contract is still, even though he's been fired from his job, but the terms of the contract persists for another 2 years. Right? So 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. All right. Do you believe Coach Thibs, felt that way? Let me know. We get my man D from LA in the building. Can't believe I'm agreeing with Bill Simmons. That's wild. What's good, D?
It's Gucci.
I never thought the day I would see myself agree with Bill Simmons about anything.
Let's go.
It's crazy.
I mean, and I think this is where folks are discrediting what Jalen Brunson did. He absolutely should be in the conversation of top 50. And when you're talking top 30, top 40, I'm willing to hear some names that can be moved. I'm just being honest. Because the question is, hey, Anthony Davis in the top 75, can you do what Jalen Brunson did as the 1A?
Hell
Never.
no.
No.
Never.
So we can say as a complete player, if they were both in the draft, AD might go first, but based on what we've seen, you had the Pelicans, you really didn't do anything. You were injured, but you just can't argue. And in Becky Hammond's defense, and those who call him quote unquote undersized, Jalen Brunson should be getting exalted because they are right statistically. That is how good he is, though, because he's gone against every odd. So I think it's important to kind of highlight how correct they are about their opinion, because that just shows how good.
They are right when they say period, like big men are the guys, but when they say the guard argument, yeah, I take that fade. They cap it. When they say that he's a small guard, I take that fade.
Yeah, but they still, no one still can present outside of Isaiah Thomas, who averaged 9 assists for his career, another on-ball guard of that size that's led their team to a championship.
Chauncey Billups, Tony Parker.
Tony Parker didn't lead. He ain't lead.
He did. That last one he did. Yes, he did. Go watch the tapes. Watch the tapes.
Here's another thing. I agree that what Jalen Brunson did for the Knicks is better than what Wade did for the Heat. I don't agree at all that Shaq was the best player on that team, though. Absolutely not. Shaq averaged 13 points and 10 rebounds in the finals. Dwayne Wade averaged 35.
No, I'm not taking. No, I don't want to take away the five. Yeah, in the finals, D Wade was the man. No,
I'm just saying what
that year. No, I'm just saying that year.
I got you.
I don't know if I would put him over Shaq, but I guess that's debatable.
Fair point. And then there's another thing, the Jaylen Brown conversation. We got to make it a standard. Now that we're champions, we got to start acting a little bougie. We got to stop talking. For real, though. We got to stop acknowledging players whose teams don't even want them. Trae Young, the Hawks didn't want you. Jaylen Brown, the Celtics ain't wanted you for like 4 years straight. Like, why are we still talking? You just had an MVP caliber season, and your name is still coming up in trade talks. We don't even acknowledge you no more, Brad. And then
it's just content, It's just
I know.
I want to respond to.
He should know that, though. He should be reminded, like, hey, buddy, you're a man without a home. And this is kind of forever now because, quote unquote, the reputation is kind of going around. Hey, my boy might be a bit difficult. I don't know about that, but you ain't got a home, bro. We know where we are. We're with the Knicks. You can come join us if you want.
That's
though,
a fact.
It seems like you can come through. We'll take the talent, $30 million. But here's the last point about should Spike Lee get a ring? Yeah. And I have this question for you and for the rest of the chat. I am willing to say Spike Lee is the most popular Knick of all time.
That's a fact.
That's not a hot take, right?
Yeah. I would say he's the most popular person. Yeah, for sure. Because we ain't got nobody from the 70s that could remember that like that. So yeah.
I'm saying though, he's gone through decades as the Knicks guy. My mom
Everybody knows
know who Carmelo Anthony is. She knows who Spike Lee is in that Knicks jersey, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So absolutely give that man a ring. Give that man a ring and build him a little statue somewhere. You know what I mean?
A fan with a statue, that's hard.
Something, just to acknowledge, or you know what you can do is maybe make his seat, wherever he used to sit, if he has a permanent seat, just make it a specific color, like a signature. This is where he sat. That's good enough. You know what I mean? Just acknowledge the guy, though. He's absolutely.
Oh, yeah, that's coming.
Absolutely deserves a ring. You know what I'm saying?
Because Dolan loves the guy. Like, he's a part of the team, bro.
I'm in LA. They know him more than any Knick I mentioned, excluding Patrick Ewing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, you're right.
For real, though. I'll holler at y'all, though.
Big time salute.
See ya.
All right. That's a good point about Spike Lee, because even Ty had I forgot to drop that short. Ty had a short that he dropped where he was saying how Spike Lee's like a mascot, but he wasn't saying it disrespectfully. He was just saying like, he's He's a fixture in the organization. J-Tap says, is Brunson better than Carmelo? I mean, J-Tap, I mean, come on, dog. I mean, Melo has been with the team 6 years, made the playoffs 3 times. He was a 4 or 5-time All-Star starter as a Knick. I mean, Brunson's on the path to doing that. He was a scoring champion. Salute to Melo. All love, Melo. You know, I'm not coming for you at all. Melo's one of my favorite players because he's from Brooklyn. You know, I'm not gonna lie. And he was cold. You feel me? And I realized why I wasn't a fan of LeBron, because I was rocking with Melo. That's the reason why I wasn't really rocking with LeBron like that. And then when Melo came to the Knicks, I mean, I'm not gonna act like I was a Melo fan when he was in Denver. I wasn't, but I was like following him because he's from Brooklyn. So I always would be like, I take Melo over LeBron. That used to be my argument back in the day. And when he came to the Knicks, oh man, it was just perfect. Man, I'm glad I got to see him play. You know, he embodies New York. So I don't mean no malice at all. I love Melo, but I'm sorry. I think Jalen Brunson's on the Mount Rushmore, dog. He's on New York Knicks Mount Rushmore with Ewing, Reed, and Frazier. Now, would I put Jalen Brunson as the number 1 Knick? We had the discussion on the earlier show. I don't know. But I'm sorry. I as a Knick, I would have to put him ahead of Melo. For his career, you know, Melo has a more accomplished career, except the championship and the finals MVP. Melo doesn't have that. But he would have a Western Conference Finals MVP, because he did go to the championship. They just got cooked. But wait, hold on. Did he go to the championship? No, Melo never went to the championship. My fault. He went to the West Finals. Kobe went to the finals. Whatever. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going JB. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. We got a lot of hot topics. Smash that like button if you didn't smash that like button. What's good, Randall?
Hey, what's up?
We got a lot to talk about tonight, man. Coach Thibs says he's happy for the players, according to Taj Gibson. What do you think about that?
I mean, he probably is.
Yeah,
I can't say if he's not, but
yeah. But why would Taj make that up?
I don't know.
You know? Yeah. I'm good to hear. I'm glad to hear Thibs has positive feelings, because I always wanted to know whether or not he would come back to the Garden. And he still probably wouldn't. But at least we got an idea of how he feels about the players. You feel me? But where else you want to go? I mean, we got Giannis to the Celtics.
I'm glad you brought that up. I want to talk about Giannis.
Mm-hmm. What's up?
Now, there's been talk about Giannis wanting to come to the Knicks. But see, Boston, they don't want to send him to the Knicks. I mean, Milwaukee don't want to send him to the Knicks. And that reason is because Milwaukee want, like, young potential all-star talent, or they want first-round picks, or a mixture of both.
Right. Yeah, we talked about that at the deadline.
Now, Boston kind of put together a package for Giannis.
Say that again, because you broke up. You said Boston doesn't what?
I said that Boston kind of could put together a better package that Milwaukee would want. Because really, I think they want mainly first-round picks in the deal. Mostly. Because they trying to rebuild. I mean, The thing is, I wouldn't mind Giannis coming to the Knicks as a free agent.
Yeah, that's
But
not
the
happening.
thing is, though, that's not going to happen because Milwaukee want to know something now. Do he want to
That's a
sign
fact.
the extension and stay in Milwaukee? Because if he's not going to do that, then they getting him the hell up out of there. Because
Yeah,
they going to go and they rebuild.
that's what they want. They want to rebuild. They want to tear it
10
down.
seconds.
You know, I think it's because the Knicks don't want to trade OG.
Yeah.
Because if the Knicks was willing to trade OG, I think the deal would have been done possibly last summer, if not
Right.
definitely this summer. But yeah, OG's not going anywhere. Sure.
Sure.
So that makes the deal more complicated. But I appreciate you, Randall, man. Great call as always, my brother. And
Anytime,
let's go
man.
Knicks. We the champ. Oh, by the way, you going to the parade?
I'm thinking about it. I ain't made up my mind yet.
Okay. Okay. Got to get there early.
Yeah. I'm aware of that.
Got to get there super early. I'm gonna try to get there like at 6. But I appreciate you, Randall, man. Big time
Anytime,
salute.
man. Anytime. Later.
No doubt. Got my man Buddha for Virginia in the building. From Patterson to Virginia. (646-995-8389) if you want to talk about Thibs' reaction. You want to talk
Your
about
call
Brown.
has been forwarded to an automatic.
You want to talk about whoever. Let me see if this brother's still. Oh, Buddha got Buddha right back. What's good, Buddha?
Yo, what's good, guy? How you doing?
Doing good, man. We just talking about the Knicks at night, man. You know, we got the ops hating on us. We got Bill Simmons loving on us, surprisingly. That was weird. You know, a lot of topics. Where you want to go?
All right, okay. I had to stop watching real quick because I was talking to my daughter and yada yada.
No doubt.
But the last thing I was watching, and shout out to LB. And I always call him pessimistic, but I'll be messing with him because he ain't never satisfied.
Right.
So shout out to LB. But anyway, salute to everybody in the chat. I got triggered. People keep talking, not just you. No disrespect to you if you think it's towards you, but I'm talking about anybody that keep talking about Giannis. Let's stop disrespecting our players. That's one. You know, I love all my Knicks supporters and fans, but I just gotta say that bump the Greek yogurt. We don't need him. We want it. We need to focus on bringing everybody back. The money is there. Don't think Dolan don't have the money. If he said that I'm gonna give the wives, and cut me off anytime you want, God. If he said I'm gonna give the wives and you guys significant others rings if they want it, like he's gonna pay the taxes for Mitch. You know what I mean?
But hold on, but here's the question though. Is that going to be good enough to repeat? Because no team who's done what you just said has won another title.
But
Just to let
think
you know.
about it. If we have everybody coming back that won it, why wouldn't they be in contention again? Like they was
Because
just
no
2
other
games
team
away.
has done that.
They
That's
was
why.
2
No other
games.
team.
I feel you, but they was 2 games away last year from the finals. And if that shot didn't go in, that miracle shot that bounced all the way up and fell back in, we might be talking about Knicks was back to back in the finals. Like, you know what I mean? But it was a Hawks guy, Mr. Hawk or whatever. And shout out to him. He mentioned about Deuce, like he was, and somebody else, like he was somebody else that's a fan, Knicks fan, like Deuce is irreplaceable. Deuce, not irreplaceable, replaceable. Deuce is irreplaceable. He's not replaceable at all, folks. Deuce is a championship piece. He's 25 years old. So, Hawks said he was inconsistent, but I'll let Hawks know. Believe it or not, Deuce got re-injured that sports hernia. It wasn't talked about, but obviously he was moving different or whatever. But Deuce is a two-way player. It's hard to find those. So like Deuce ain't going nowhere. Mitch ain't going nowhere. Only person that might be gone is Clarkson and maybe Jameis something, one of the centers or something. People that's not in the rotation on the bench. But everybody else,
10
folks,
seconds.
everybody is coming back. But I just don't want us to disrespect Deuce and our players to keep talking about other people. Like I just feel like we good as long as the ancestors willing, as long as everybody's healthy, the Knicks are fine. Like I said, I told you this a while back. I said this is a championship team, and I said they had a 4-year window when they signed Cat. Now they got 2 more years with Cat or whatever. And OG is solidified. He did for a minute. Mikal did for a minute. We'll see what we get out of Hart. You know what I mean? He's there for 4 more years. Hart, I believe, or 3. But he might got 2 more years out of Hart. Who knows? Out of his 4-year contract. But yeah, Deuce is the man. Deuce is a championship piece. The Knicks always draft great. They find second rounders and turn them into like stars or important pieces. So it's like let's just stop talking about the Greek yogurt. That's what I'm gonna call him right now. I just feel like he's the biggest drama queen in the NBA, and nobody's talking about it. And nobody needs none of that. That's all. That's all I wanted to say.
All right. Big time salute, family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Be easy.
Yeah. All right. I get what he's saying about Giannis. I'm not all the way there with wanting to trade for Giannis. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not. I think that I don't know if I want to give up on Bodega Cat just yet. And honestly, if you trade Towns, who's gonna be your 5? Because you can't sign Mitchell Robinson back. Unless you're going to trade another starter or the only other guys who make money are starters. So you're going to trade 2 of your starters for Giannis. But I don't know if that's the right move. I don't know. I can't for 100% say that trading for Giannis is the move. It could be the move. Possibly. I'm not 100 on it. I'm not against it, but I can't say that I'm strongly for it. Also, another thing, really quickly, saying Deuce is irreplaceable. I mean, in the NBA Finals, the brother dropped 2 points. He shot 18% from the field and 17% from 3. I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. I think y'all capping for Deuce. I don't like that. I didn't do that for Mikal Bridges. I told you that Mikal Bridges wasn't playing well. You're telling me about Deuce might have been re-injured. I never seen a report on that. If you got a source sharing that, Deuce re-injured or re-aggravated anything, I mean, I seen him at celebrations. He was in clips. He's living the good life. I didn't hear nothing about Deuce going to surgery or none of that. I didn't hear it. Now, it still could happen. It is early. But I didn't hear nobody talk about Deuce McBride's injury. I read hundreds of articles. Hundreds. Just letting you know. Scanned through hundreds of articles. Not one person talked about Deuce. So this theory you have is just a theory. Until I see the brother get surgery, or he says he re-aggravated something, the bottom line is the man averaged 2 points in 13 minutes, 18% from field goals, and 17% from 3. That is not irreplaceable to me. He's a small guard. You can find tons of small guards who defend and play defense and shoot threes. At 6'1", that is not an anomaly. Now, OG Anunoby, that is an anomaly. You're not going to find another OG Anunoby. Good luck. But a guy who's 6'1", yeah, you could get the step. Now, I'm not saying we're going to trade Deuce. But I'm just saying that this thought process that, everyone has to come back, let's win the championship, show me when it's been done. You see, I'm a very practical guy. Feel what I'm saying? This is a team of destiny. I get it. But none of these teams repeated. None of them. Bringing the same guys back. Well, OKC had injuries. Okay, so let's say OKC had injuries. Okay. So if OKC didn't have the injuries, are you saying OKC beats the Knicks? Because I don't have OKC beating the Knicks at all. So either way, the point would still be proven that you can't win by bringing back the same team. It doesn't work. The Celtics did it. We got them up out of there. So it don't work. Go down the list. Denver didn't really do it. They let guys go. because they were being cheap. Okay, and you could just go down the list. 646-995-8389. Bill Simmons says, yes, I said Bill Simmons said Jalen Brunson is top 50 all time. Couldn't believe it. Blew my mind. Is Jalen Brunson top 50 or are you co-signing that? What's your thoughts on that? Also, Coach Thibs says he's happy for the players. Could you believe? Coach Thibs, happy. Edwin, I'm calling you back. Answer, Edwin.
Hey,
Finally got my man Edwin on the line. My brother, how you feeling?
I'm doing okay. I've been listening to everybody has been saying things, but my thing is, I wouldn't want to resemble anybody with Jalen Brunson, because if you start looking at Breeze and and Frazier, and that was a different era. A lot of people didn't get to see these guys play. I had the privilege to see them play, growing up in the 50s. You see, and a lot of kids, a lot of these newcomers, anybody who's been born in the 90s, in 2000. I mean, yeah, you read the stories here about the Knicks. You can't compare Jalen Brunson this era to them, because Frazier went away when he came in. Willis Reed, he battled. He did what he had to do. To me, I feel like everybody wants to know. Late Jalen Brunson is the future to see, and the Knicks got to build around him. They have to make choices as the summer progresses. They have to work. They're going to have to figure out how can they continue, because if you want to repeat, do you want to repeat with the same line? And all these teams are getting younger and younger and younger.
Teaming up,
See,
yeah.
So it's hard. It's hard for them to believe me. Jalen Brunson is Jalen Brunson, and I like what he did, because he could have retaliated when they pushed him down.
Oh yeah.
Okay, he could have retired. He could have retaliated, but then again, you see what he said, how he responded. He didn't want to come out and say, it would have been somebody else who would have knocked Wemby out.
Right.
But Brunson said, I have etiquette. I had two parents that raised me up good. Yep. And you have to use your head, and you're in the NBA, because the NBA is getting rougher. And with these young cats, you see, even though it was Harper, and Fox, and even Wemby, where he was throwing his three, but they're young, 20. What do they know about championship? Yeah, if they would have won it, the Knicks would have folded. Yeah, they probably would have won it. And hey, look, we beat the team. But how do you feel? What would you think? Do you want to compare Brunson with the 73 Knicks or the 69, 70 Knicks?
Well, let me just say this. So that's why I did the Mount Rushmore. I'm gonna keep it real. Even saying that Jalen Brunson's better than Ewing, I don't know. It's something inside of me just doesn't feel right.
No. You see, that's what I mean. You cannot. Yeah, you cannot compare the when Patrick played. It's impossible to compare that he's better. No, Patrick was Patrick. You have to see what they had. But again,
that's why I put them all up there together. Brunson, Ewing, Reed, Frazier. I put them all up there together.
Yes. And another point, I was listening to you before early in the afternoon, and that woman that was talking, she hit it real good in the nail right on the head. I mean, she talked about, will you keep Towns? Do you trade for Towns because of the difficulty does he have with staying out of foul trouble? Yeah, it is true. If it wasn't for Brunson, They would have lost that game. Would have been they're gonna go back to Texas
San Antonio.
tied 2-2. But
Crazy.
because he put all of them in the back. He said, "Don't worry about it." I know that's what he told them. No, don't worry. I got
Right.
you. You know, just
Got
stay
you.
still. So
Hey,
you know,
Edward, one last question I want to ask you: what did the 1973 team do to upgrade their team or to enhance their team to win the championship? What trade did they make?
well, they went after they went after Mason.
No. I'm sorry, 73. 73, back in the day.
Yeah, they went for Mason. They went for Bernard King. You see, and even that, when they started trading, you know, trying to get rid of what they had.
Really quickly, I wanted you to say Earl the Pearl.
Oh,
That's the difference on the second team.
That's right. You see, I was coming to that, but
in
wow.
73 we got Earl.
That's right.
That helped get us over the top.
That's right. So therefore, there was help. There was a lot of help. But the thing is, they just couldn't cross that thresh line. It became, you know, the emotion and you know what it is to say. I mean, I'm playing with the New York Knicks, and I mean, you know, we're gonna go for a champ. It's hard. I mean, you have to. It's a lot of pressure because you don't have no. Back then, they didn't have the way they used to play 3 games in the visiting team, and then come back to and play 2 games here. They don't do that no more.
No.
So what
Edwin,
do you?
I appreciate you, my brother. Yo, great call, great insight. I appreciate you. And let's go Knicks. We the champions.
You be careful on Thursday, okay, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it safe. I'm gonna be safe.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay, my brother.
Big time salute.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. It's my man Edwin, the OG, calling up, giving out a lot of jewels, man. You know, bro, you gotta upgrade, man. You know, and I'm not saying trade for Giannis, by the way, because you know it's just like, do I really want to trade Towns for Giannis? I don't know if that's what I want to do. I would rather them play together, but that's a whole nother topic. It's a whole nother topic, and it's not possible. What's good, Tugboat?
What's happening, brother? How you doing, man?
Yo, I'm feeling good, man. You know, we talking about the Knicks. We got Bill Simmons saying Brunson is top 50 all. I couldn't believe it. I was like,
it's crazy, ain't it? That's crazy.
I said, y'all had to do a double take. I'm like,
I remember when I heard it, I was like, man, I mean, I just think they all just want to be on the right side of history right now. That's what I really think it is. I don't think they want to beat the Beckingham. And we'll see how it goes next season. When we're at, you know, NBA Cup time, and, you know, all of a sudden these other teams are starting to look good, plus post-trade acquisitions and all that. Yeah. We'll see if they keep that same energy or if they switch up on us, just like Kendrick Perkins did. Because that switch-up came quick. And now, like what you see now it's big body Brunson again. Exactly. Now it's big body Brunson again.
That footage is notorious. The Knicks won't scare nobody on Halloween. You got the deep southern accent. Get out of
here. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I think everybody just don't want to. They just want to look petty, and it feels good to be part of the Knicks. You know, it feel good to be part of this. You know, because this was long coming. So it ain't like rooting for the Thunder or anything like that. It's the Knicks, and you know, yeah, it's fire to be a part of, and they just want to be part of this moment.
Yeah, I agree. How you feel about Coach Thibs? You believe Taj? He said Coach Thibs was happy for the guys.
Yeah, you know, Taj is Thibs' right-hand man. Taj is just a phone call away whenever we needed him. So, yeah, I trust Taj, and I believe that, you know, I believe 1,000%. You know, Thibs and Brunson, I believe they're still tight. You know, they had a great relationship, and I think he's very proud of what this team has become with or without him, or excuse me, also because of him. He plays a factor in this as well. You know, I'm not saying he should deserve a ring or anything like that, but he definitely built the culture. And like what Zach was speaking on, that 40 minutes running them in the mud, I think that played off in the long run. I don't think that's something we should have done back-to-back seasons, but I think it was a good little boot camp for us. And it built their confidence.
Coach Thibs prepared us. It's like what Mark Jackson did when Steve Kerr took over.
Exactly. Same exact strategy.
Same strategy.
As far as Giannis,
yeah,
man, the Marcus got this man at less than 1% of coming to the Knicks.
Yes, it's over.
You put down $5, you can win $450. Not saying anybody should do that, but that's how bad the odds are of us getting
He's not
Giannis.
coming.
Yeah,
he's not coming.
So what? That's what I've always been asking. Like, what is the other? Who is going to be our Earl of the Pearl?
Celtics right now are in the lead, but the problem is they got to trade Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, no, I'm
And-
aware of them. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about for us. Who's going to be our Earl of the Pearl?
Oh, nobody, because you don't want to trade nobody.
We gotta let some people go, right?
You got to trade. If you want Earl the Pearl, you got to trade somebody.
Right.
Like you know, you can't just go with, all right, we're going to give you Shamit, Deuce. You're not going to get nobody.
But you said out the gate, like, stars don't go for stars. You don't trade stars for stars.
That's why I think Boston's making a mistake. But even in that trade, it's going to be a 3-team deal. Jaylen Brown is not going to Milwaukee.
Because, what do you think we can get for, like, our rookies, like the Pacome Daddiers, the Mo Diawaras, and maybe a Deuce? I'm not saying Deuce is on the chopping block, but maybe a Deuce, maybe a Jordan Clarkson or anything like that. Do you think we get anything worthy?
If Tari Eason was on the contract, you might get him because the Rockets don't want to pay him, but he's already going to be a free agent.
Mm-hmm.
They could sign and trade him, but he's looking to get paid. So that becomes complicated, and you'll be hard capped at the first apron. So
Because what about even playing the long game like Leon does, where he makes a move in the summer, and then by trade deadline and January, February is when we make some fine movements.
Well,
and
it would have to be a Jose Alvarado like trade because you're a second apron team, so you can't stack players no more. So you can't say I'm gonna do Towns and Deuce for Giannis, just for example. I'm not saying that's the package. Just relax.
I do what you're saying, but yeah, that's a great example. Okay,
can't stack. So it would be 1 for 1. So it would be like Yabu for Terry, then for Jose. 2 different trades. It wasn't a 3-team trade. It was 2. They traded him in, and then the next day they traded. So that's how it would. That's the only move you'll be able to make once you become a second apron team. That's if we become a second apron team. I don't know. I don't know what the Knicks are going to do. I think all signs points to them bringing everyone back, but we haven't seen that be the model for success. I was with El Figgy, and I'm riding with her, but honestly, bro, like nobody has repeated using this model. So
yeah, but once again, we also set history in itself. In the way that we did it, in the fashion that we did it, we broke a lot of records and changed a lot of narratives.
No, that's a fact. The MVP record. By the way, to the people in the Discord, Yuri put the article out showing the teams that won it without the MVPs and first teamers. That was the year they won it, but they had first teamers on the team.
Right.
So just to clarify that for people who's confused.
There was another thing. Oh, you talk about the rings and Spike getting a ring.
Yeah.
If the wives get a ring, if the wives can get a ring, the biggest New York fan can get a ring. I'm just I get it. We're gung ho right now because it's a 50-year anniversary in some sense. But I just don't want to set precedents on giving fans rings because who do we give it to next? Ben Stiller and then Timothy Chalamet. Like, when is that?
Maybe the objective fan in 20 years.
yeah. Get you a ring.
I don't know. I wouldn't want a ring because I wasn't there. I'm a fan.
And that's my thing, because Spike has a ring. I think he got it. I forgot where he got a ring from. He got a ring. He got an old school ring.
Okay.
But
that was a player's ring, though, right?
Right. It was a player's ring.
Yeah.
So if he gets like that, then that's cool too. But I don't know. I don't know about setting precedents. Spike is a different type of fan. Like Ty said, he's somewhat of a mascot. No offense. Yeah. But outside of that, I don't want to just be giving fans rings. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Like I said, this was special. I think the wives deserve it and everything. Anybody who's on that list, by any means, Ewing, John Starks, and Starks are gonna get one too because they're both on the staff, so they're already in the books.
But is he a part of the? Well, I guess he's a part of the staff because remember the Cavs gave it to like damn near every employee or something like that back in 2016.
Yeah,
They gave it to mad people.
Make sure Casey Smith gets that ring.
Yeah,
Casey
he
Smith
gets for sure
the biggest ring.
All of them. Yeah. If you're on the staff, you definitely could get it. Even in front office, you could get it.
Well, that's dope. Yeah, that's dope. Well, there was another topic you had too.
Well, Jaylen Brown.
Oh, no, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, like he said, losing to the Knicks feels like death. So I can only imagine watching us get a chip, how that made him feel. I ain't worried about it.
Well, he might not even be a Celtic, so he might have to love us now because you ain't going.
Yeah.
What if we go up against the Celtics? You go root for us now, damn it! But I'm trying to think what else we talked. There's some other stuff that came up in between. J-Tap asked if Brunson was better than Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, for sure. That's no.
We talked about the Mount Rushmore, and everyone was like, you can't put Brunson ahead of Ewing.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Yeah, we had that conversation earlier. I mean, yeah, that is what it is. Oh, it was a top 50. You got Brunson top 50 players of all time?
That was Bill Simmons. I'm agreeing.
Brunson, my dog. The top 50 of all time?
Bro, we could go down your list, yo. If they ain't do what Brunson did, then they got to move. We go down the list. We want to go down the list. If you ain't do what Brunson did, you ain't drop 45 in the elimination game on the road and win the title in 5 games. If you ain't win the NBA Cup MVP, the Eastern Conference MVP, and the Finals MVP in 1 year, dog, I don't know. If you didn't win 13 games straight in the playoffs.
I mean, he's certified Hall of Fame, right? Like certified.
Hall of Fame. Now we talk about top 100 team.
Yeah, he's certified Hall of Fame for sure. I'm still skeptical on the 50 piece. I don't know about that. I'd have to look at
We're gonna move a lot of your 1950 guys out the way. I'm sorry, I love them. 1962, all them dudes, y'all gotta slide to the side, slide to the left. We're gonna slide all of y'all to the left.
Back when they weren't even recording steals and blocks.
Yeah, we're gonna slide some of them guys from the 90s too. Yeah, we're gonna slide you to the left as well. Yeah.
Okay.
And 2000s guys too. Yeah, you're gonna get it too.
Damn.
I see it. I can see it. I can see the argument.
Yeah, I mean, it's a conversation for sure.
I might take the fade too. I ain't gonna lie, Tugboat. I might take the fade. I might take the fade.
Hey, that's a hill worth dying on. I ain't gonna lie to you, because like it's bro, what this guy has done to this team, what he's done for the city. He's the king of New York.
Yeah,
he's a great leader like that, and that's the other part I think why people aren't afraid to hop on a bandwagon, because they're always cop-out is it's not the team, it's the fans, because this team is the most likable team I've ever seen in my life.
Of course. How could dude? If you hate these Knicks players, you're just a bad person.
You're just a bad person.
You're a bad person, bro. What could you hate about Brunson? He was a second pick. He sacrificed $160-something million. Like, he's a married man. He loves his wife. Like, what could you say about him?
What do you got to say about him? Well, there's nothing. Even a Nepo baby, you can't even really play that card. If you hate Jalen Brunson, you hate yourself. That's just how I really look at it. But yeah, it is what it is.
But I appreciate you, Tugboat, man. Hopefully you come to the parade.
Man, I don't know. I'm looking at these logistics, man.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I'm looking at the logistics too. I'm like, do I really want to do that?
I feel what Angie's saying. She's like, yo, just LD saying, just hit the pavement for a little bit. But sheesh, man, that crowd, man, they talking, 5 a.m. I saw where police detail is out on the job at 1 a.m.
Yeah, because people are going to be camping out for sure.
Right.
So you got to have people out there.
So I'm coming up from Virginia with my boy, but we'll see.
I don't know. It's looking nasty. The earliest I could get there is 6, Tugs.
I know, and you get a better view on TV. That's the other part too, because like you said, even with that City Hall part, they're giving out 600 tickets. It's a whole,
So yeah, so I don't want to be a party pooper, but bro.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You saying it without saying it. What's understood don't need to be explained. But I appreciate you, brother.
Man, thank you, man. I appreciate you as well, man.
All right, holla at you.
Big time. It's my man Tugboat, man. Yeah, the parade. I don't know. But if you're new to the show, smash that like button. We do appreciate you guys and all of your support. So we can continue to let the YouTube algorithm know that this is the place to be. I'm here every day. Today I did 2 shows. We got no more games. So there's always something to talk about. So anytime something pops up, I'm the go-to guy. We're going to go live and we're going to discuss it. Also, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Well over half of you guys who watch are not subscribed. So help us close the gap today. All right. Big time salute to everybody in the building. And yeah, we got some hot topics. Coach Thibs is happy for the boys in orange and blue. Believe it or not. Could you believe he's happy? And yeah, we're talking about it. Because I was always curious to know how he felt, you know. Did he feel like, damn, that should have been me? Or was he like, it is what it is? What's good, Rod?
Hey, it was good, Ken.
Nothing much, man. We got a whole lot of topics, man. We got haters becoming fans. We got ops still being ops. Where you want to go? Let's go.
Oh, man. Let me try to hit two quick subjects because I know I ain't got too much time to the horn. And that's a good take with Bill Simmons, man. I'm 100% for that, man.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
Yeah, he's on point. That's matter of fact, out of all the haters and matter of fact, out of everybody commenting about the Knicks, that's the most complimentary and it's correct. Because I was thinking, I don't want to say he's top 5 in this sense, but I'm gonna say top 10 for now. We can discuss it another time. And even then, I don't have enough time to discuss it. But far as IQ, he might be top 10 all time.
Wow, you said top 10. Damn.
IQ. You know why? Because he plays from the head up, man.
That's a fact.
You know, he plays from the head up, and he did nothing short of what Brady does in the NFL, and they call Brady their GOAT. How Brady does that long drive, and he's been doing it the last 2 seasons.
Yep. That's a good point.
So yeah, so that's not leadership. Aside from everything else, taking a pay cut because nobody's gonna do that. Giannis is not even gonna do that. He's the best leader. He's the best leader and the most intelligent player right now playing. So yeah, that eclipses whatever D-Wade did, and that's eclipsing whatever way anyone won right now. And not to mention, everyone's belittled him on his rise to glory, his whole career from a kid. You know, he's not athletic or whatever. And I could throw Kobe in like that because actually, and he is. I can see how he likes Kobe because at the time, athletically, Kobe couldn't touch Vince Carter or T-Mac, but he definitely outplayed them.
Right. Yeah. He wasn't the super athlete that the other guys were at his height. No.
Right.
But he was athletic, but not as athletic. Yeah.
Yeah. Kobe played from the neck up. I mean, he's a Corolla that pushed itself like a Lamborghini. Let's face it, and beat the other Lamborghinis. But yeah, man. Where else did they go? Yeah, I hear what you're saying as far as the roster. Damn, I can't get over. I really want Giannis, but I feel a loyalty to these guys. Yo, man, damn, they got to do something with this CBA, man. We should be able to sign who the hell we want to sign, man.
Yeah, it's trash.
Cause you know he want as much as me and you want him. You know he wants us. Man, that's a kill you, man. And he can't be here. Oh my gosh! And I wanted just like you. I can see the offense flowing with him and Carl at the 4 and 5, man. This would be beautiful.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, nobody would touch JB, man. Talk about playing off the ball, moving where you want. You're gonna move where you want anyway, regardless whether you touching him or not. We're gonna bounce you off of him. But to be so free. Have all the energy, sit down, no scars on his shoulders. Oh man,
it'll be crazy.
Because every time Giannis flies down the floor, they're gonna have to throw a wall. They're gonna keep continuously getting dunked.
10
Dunked on
seconds.
because then
That's a
everybody's
fact.
open. Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't.
It's
I
tough.
don't. Yeah, I'm not jealous of Leon Rose, man. You gotta make some tough decisions. That's all I gotta say.
I appreciate you, Rock, man. Great call and great points, man. Big time salute.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, I'm with him on the Giannis front, y'all. You know, it's like part of me wants him, but the other part is I really would prefer to have Towns with him. I'm keeping it real, but that wouldn't be realistic. You know, because OG's not going nowhere. So what do? You know? You know what I'm hoping? And I know y'all don't like LeBron, so I'm not even gonna bring his name up. But I'm just hoping that we could get somebody that, of course, is not going to be on LeBron's level, but that can change the game at a high level, man. That could be an impact player on that exception. And because we're going to need another energy force to power us to another championship. I know we got a great team, but it's just we just hadn't seen nobody else do it. I know we were the most dominant team in NBA history. I get it. But even the most dominant teams struggle to repeat. So I don't know. I'm just kind of it's tough. Here's the J Tap. He says, does Mike Breen get a ring? I don't know if Mike Breen gets a ring because he's not a part of the staff. He's a part of media. But if they give Walt Clyde Frazier a ring, all right. So they could also give them like other pieces of jewelry too. So like you could give them like a bracelet or something like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be a ring, or it could be like a special type of ring. It's not like a ring like the players get, but it's like a, kind of like an offshoot of that, so to speak. I don't know. We'll see though. But I think I would love to see Walt Clyde get a ring. Even though of course it wouldn't count to his player total, but I still think that it would be a great course of redemption for a legend like Walt Clyde.
Hello.
Hey, the OKF Doc, what's going on?
How you doing, my man? How are you?
I'm feeling good, man. We got a lot of topics. We got Coach Thibs feeling good about the kids winning the championship. I mean, do you have any thoughts on that?
I do believe he is. I mean, he tried his best to get us to where we were. For all his warts and flaws, I mean, we made it to the ECF with him. So I think he is for the players. He definitely hates Dolan, that's for sure. But
right, because he didn't bring up the team, right? He didn't. He just said the players, according to Taj.
So I didn't Tash. I don't think he's lying either. So that's a good thing. I don't know if it's going to be at the parade, to be honest, because that means meddling with Dolan and everything. So I don't know.
No. He's not showing up. No, he's not for sure. 100%.
And when you were talking about the Bill Simmons and all the worlds and how they were like talking about the Knicks and everything, but then you have the other side of the coin too. I don't know if you saw Goodwin what he said today about the Larry O'Brien trophy.
What did he say?
He said that he doesn't find validation in the Larry O'Brien trophy. And he called it participation trophy because everybody gets one. Just saying, well, it doesn't matter. Giannis was once out. LeBron didn't get, just got one. The Lakers, he's gonna go out. So is it really important? Or is it only validated when you get more than one or more than two?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't.
But you got Dirk Nowitzki. You got a lot of guys with one championship.
But it's not even like that. that actually shows how difficult it is to get one.
Right.
It's hard.
Very hard.
And it's not a participation trophy, and that's where we should get better. Like you talked about, like the 70 and 72 didn't make it, so the 73 they got better with Monroe.
Right.
We're gonna have to do the same thing. I'm not sure about if they're gonna be doing that for Giannis. To be honest, I'm not sure because,
I don't
like
think
you
so.
said, and I agree. I think they want to see what they have with Towns, with a full year of doing what they were doing on the playoffs.
Right.
I think they want to see what that. But however, that doesn't mean that we're not gonna get better. In my opinion,
Okay.
the core, the starting five, it's right. They're not gonna change it. They're not gonna do anything with it. But
Right.
the bench is gonna change. I'm not sure if Mitch is gonna stay. To be honest.
Ooh, you think? Is it because we don't want to go into the apron, or is it because we don't believe in him?
No, it's because they're gonna offer him more money, in my opinion, that we can actually give him.
No, well, remember, we can give him as much as we want. It's just we become a second apron team.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When we give him too much money, it's not that we cannot. It's just like we can give him in terms to like keep the team and having the opportunity to make all the changes with the team. If we give him $25 million, we're not going to be able to do that, right? Because
if you do that, all you'll have, you can sign veteran minimums and $5 million exception you get for a second apron team.
See what I mean? So that gives you a. But if they give him, that's great. But I think Deuce maybe don't. And I know that's a controversial take on people. From people.
I mean, some people say he's untradeable. I don't understand that. I don't understand how Deuce is untradeable.
I think he is because he's also going to be on a new contract soon. I think that they're gonna also probably trade that in his last rookie deal, and they're not gonna pay him. Ford is also a free agent, so if you think about it, like I was telling you before, I think even if you keep Deuce, I'll be there too. See what I mean? So there's a lot of people that might not come back.
Right.
So what do we do with that? I was thinking about CJ McCollum. I think have a feeling that he might go for the exception, full exception. Having McCollum,
I can see that.
You know, having McCollum will be great to have him. He's not a star. He's not a 1B or a very solid player that can be actually backing up, all playing level alongside Jaylen. And also, I have a feeling that even though it might not be a big upgrade, but Precious might also be coming back. That thing he posted, like the SpongeBob meme.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good catch. Yeah.
You know, I think he wants to come back. So that's another minimum that we could utilize here. And Precious is a good player, so he will be a good backup. The backup four that we don't have.
Yeah.
He can play alongside Diawara. So I don't know. I think those will be an improvements. But honestly, what I see is that because depending on who we get in the first round, whether if it is a center, that means Mitch is not coming back. If it is not, then yeah.
I see they worked out my boy Isaiah Evans from Duke, but I don't know if that was for the first picks, second. I don't know. I see they worked him out. I think this is the second time they met with him.
It is the second time. But here's another one too. There was a couple of reports that people see the on the media and everything like that. They see the Knicks going into the teens, right? Most likely it's going to be with what's the name, with OKC, because OKC doesn't want to go beyond the second apron, having those two picks. So if they do that,
I can see that.
you can get the 17, maybe get a Morris Johnson, the 6'9" guy, or even a Syed Evans on the 24. I don't know.
If that's what they
I,
want, right? You just never know.
you just never know, yeah. And so that's what I'm saying. If you, even though they're rookies, they may not be really rookies because they're upperclassmen. So
Right.
they've been there with high stages and high stakes situations. Like Evans he lost with
Hell yeah.
Connecticut. Or Johnson, he won the championship. So you see what I mean? So those people are the ones that have a pedigree and a winning stance.
Right.
So they can help you a lot, but I don't know. We're gonna need to do a little bit of shuffling, in my opinion, because we can't stay stagnant. Even if
We
it's
can't stay stagnant.
smaller, even if there's smaller moves. I see it like it's gonna happen like like I told you before, when David West forfeit his big salary to get a minimum with Warriors when they won their championship. So I see a few players doing that just to ring chase, which is okay. Listen, if you're gonna be helping us get another one, I don't care.
I don't care. That's a fact.
So I see a lot of them. They're gonna be maybe in the last contract, but they'll be able to say, you know what? I don't care. Let's go. Give me the exception. The exception. I can do it for a minimum.
I'm with you, my brother. I'm with you, man. I appreciate you, OKF Doc, always giving great takes and giving balance. I feel like a lot of Knicks fans is happy with your suggestions because it doesn't require us to make major changes.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be able to make major changes. Maybe not this year. Probably next year, because like they were saying, also Josh has 2 more years. So in 27, both him and Cat are up for those extensions too.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're gonna give him Josh, as much as we love him. I don't think they're gonna give him $30 million.
Yeah, I don't see it.
You know what I mean? So we're thinking about it this year, this next year, as the year that we shouldn't be on the apron, and it's fine.
Right.
But I think the one that we look at to make major changes is going to be 27, 28.
Got you. Great call.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Big time.
Have a good one. You too, man.
That's the OKF doctor right there. Always giving great takes. I like it because right now I'm lost. I don't know what the hell to do on the Giannis front. Walter White says what front office is comparable to the Knicks? Maybe OKC's, but they're in a different market. They're in a different situation. I mean, well, they're actually going to be in our situation now because what you call it? They're going to be pushing the second apron, right? All of those contracts. I think Chet and Williams contracts kick in. So they had the benefit of having their best players for the most part on rookie deals. Now is where the real GM craftsmanship come in. And if you're ducking that second apron smoke, it's going to be hard to sustain your value. Even though they got picks, the problem is you're going to be relying on a lot of young guys. Feel me? So that's just what it is. Let me see. Let me get my man Walter White in the building. I see him already on deck. OKF Nation Plus. 646-995-8389. Yeah, we talking about Coach Thibs. Happy that the Knicks won the championship. Hey, what's good, Walt?
What's good with you? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, my brother.
Yeah, man, I'm triggered.
Uh-oh. Who triggered you?
Man, I mean, it's us as a whole, and I understand we got PTSD from where we've been. You can hear me good? 'Cause I'm sitting on the balcony.
Yeah, you're a little
I'm breaking
underwater
up.
now. You got me on speaker?
I'm going inside. Now I got the headphones in, but I'm going inside. I'm on the balcony in PC Beach, Panama City Beach. I'm on vacation, man, like everybody else. You know what I mean? But
Right.
yeah,
No,
man,
that's
I'm
fire.
triggered, man. I'm triggered. Y'all doubting our front office, man. I get it. We all got post-traumatic stress syndrome because we've been so bad for so long. But man, Rose got us, bro. Everybody need to relax. He brought in the bookie. He brought the bookie and Rob Holler. Brought them in and got the books right. He's cooking them. You know what I'm saying? The man signed Jalen Brunson to $100 million contract and then re-signed him to $113 million less than he was supposed to get. You don't got faith in this guy that he gonna get it done. He signed he drafted Mohamed Diawara as 51st pick, and everybody looking at him like if you give him the time, he could be a starter. And my sound is still good.
It still sound a little under. It sound better though than the balcony.
Yeah.
I think it's the headset.
Yeah, it might be. But I mean, I understand. I get it. Like we all kind of like traumatized, and we want to be the ones who fix it. But just be a fan. Put your trust into these guys because they've shown you what they can do. You know what I'm saying? They laid the groundwork for us to win multiple championships. When they brought Mike Brown in, he said this team can win championships, not singular. He said it plural.
But here's the thing, Walter White, to speak for the people. The point of contention right now is keeping everybody, because that formula has yielded defending champions to lose. So we're saying now that we're just better than everybody.
Keeping everybody made us lose. Made teams lose in the past.
Yes.
None of those teams in the past. If you go with Boston, he was injured. OKC was injured. Boston, Tatum got hurt. OKC,
come on, dog. Are you giving
Jalen
Boston
Williams?
the pass?
Jalen Williams was hurt.
When we beat Boston, Tatum was there 4 games, bro.
Bro,
we was up 3-1 with him there.
That was us, though. That was us.
Okay, so then that was San Antonio with OKC. Okay, they got what I'm trying to say.
Jalen Williams was hurt.
Man,
before
listen,
that,
bro.
If you go before that, who won before that? Let's go back. Let's go to the last 8.
You go back.
About.
Denver was playing cheap.
Denver
played
traded
cheap.
They played pieces away. Before that, it was Golden State. Yep. Golden State, and
same thing.
Golden State was like holding on for their last little breath because they was a dynasty in the making. They was holding on for their last little breath. Before that, it was the Lakers in the bubble.
Don't forget
before
Milwaukee.
Yeah, they traded away players too, being cheap because they're a small market.
Being cheap. Yeah, Lakers just didn't see the value in bringing people back.
Before that, Lakers in the bubble. You go before that, that was Toronto, and Kawhi came to win.
The one and done. He said, "Yo, man, I never wanted to be here."
So don't say that the teams that kept and then at the same time, right?
No, I mean the last 2 teams that kept it together didn't win. So
that's 2 teams.
Okay.
They trying to make it seem like the last 8 did it, but it was only 2 of them that kept their same teams and didn't make it. And I have to really look at the books to see.
But the point is, when you're trying to be cheap and you're not looking to improve, all 7 of the teams, all 7 teams did not look to improve. Exactly. So that's why people are. But that's why people are bringing up Greek salad and all this stuff because they want to get better.
No, but Rose is not going to try to get the piece that everybody's looking at. He's getting the things that nobody can see. He's getting the diamonds. He's digging them out of the mines himself. You know what I mean? Nobody thought that Brunson would be this guy when fucking pardon my language, when Leon Rose seen him and grew up with him and knew that he was the guy. He knew that and brought him on.
He got Karl Anthony Towns. He was his agent too. I mean, and that's PTSD, and I understand it and I get it, but we gotta let a little bit of that. We gotta let a little bit of that go, man. We got to. Now I get it. It's great content, you know what I mean, and it's what everybody else is doing, you know what I mean, trying to be the GMs and the presidents and all that. I get it, but we gotta show a little bit of confidence in the guy.
To be fair, I didn't do a Giannis to the Knicks show yet. You know, we just started talking about him. My content was Boston is trying to get the Giannis, and they're pretty much trying to catch us. So, you know, and then that's when people started to say, well, we need to go get Giannis, or we need to do something to stay ahead.
Let them break their teams up into pieces, and then try to, once they get Giannis, try to pick the other pieces up and put it together with it. Let them do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And as far as like I wanted to say something too. I don't know if you had the topic, because I'm on vacation. I'm sorry. I apologize. But I see a lot of people talking about, Victor Wembanyama's going to win. He's going to win multiple championships. He just made it his third year and all that. And it's like, he's not showing me. He's not showing me, because the first thing that pop out to me is when you do dirt, you get dirt, man. When you doing that bull crap, and nothing good's gonna happen to you when you're not playing. And then you don't want to show respect and show that, man, this team is better. You always think you're better than everybody and lose. No, you gotta know that these teams are better, and I have to do more to get better. That's what makes you become a champion. You know what I mean? Like, you don't become a champion by snubbing your nose and all that at people and thinking that you're better and not trying. I'm saying that he's not trying to get better, but what you gotta recognize what's in front of you to get past it. You don't. Nobody like just you can't like. You gotta see, a skier has to see the trees for what they are. He can't just look at the slope and see trees and just not realize like that's an obstacle in front of me. You know what I'm saying? So,
a good point. Man. So, but like another thing too to add, like the Orlando Magic, 95. Oh man, they're gonna be the team of the future. They're gonna beat everybody up. Never seen them again. You just don't know what the future's gonna hold. And just because you're young doesn't mean that you're gonna get it done one day. We've seen a lot of young people come through and then get it done.
I don't wish health. Bad health on nobody. I want all of us to be healthy and for us to battle it out, because our team was not built to go around, you know what I mean, teams when they're unhealthy. Our team was built to go through everybody at full health. But at 7'4", 7'5", we all know what the you know what I mean, what the balances could be and what can happen when you're that tall and you're not strong enough. You don't have enough wind. We know what that can be. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I just don't believe. Everybody want to paint Wemby as the face of the league. I just really don't believe it. You know what I mean? Especially by his actions. And if he was showing better actions, maybe I could believe it. But his actions show me like, nah, you're not ready to be the face.
Yeah, definitely not ready. I mean?
But let me get up out of here. My wife is like, yo,
I appreciate
you're too loud.
I appreciate you, man. On vacation, calling up.
Salute.
Right. It's my man Walter White on vacation. Get my man Mike up in here. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. What's good, Mike?
Oh, we are the champions, baby.
Let's go.
I like what you're talking about, man, and we need to talk about it because I don't want the Knicks to end up in middle of the road purgatory hell like they did after 73.
Right.
Let's go. All right. They went and got Monroe, and they got Jerry Lucas, and they had D. Mimiger pushing the ball. That's why they won in 73, but then they also had injuries. A lot of people retired in 74. That was it. That was the end of the run.
Right.
So now we have a team that has some holes. Now, we know sometimes Bridges don't show up. Sometimes Josh Hart don't shoot the ball. Okay, I love him, but maybe Josh can go to the bench sometimes and we can have trust in somebody. The only one I would look to trade for is Trey Murphy III. If I can't get Trey, then I know they want a lot. I'll leave that alone. But I'm telling you, if the Spurs get Maurice Johnson, who I saw in the championships in college, he is the one that kept Michigan together to win that championship. Because Yaxel and the other guy, they was a little jittery. Maurice was playing D. He locked down the middle. He rebounded and he scored. Then came Adaya, and then came Yaxelberg with his 13. But other than that, Maurice kept them in that game, and that boy is bad, man. He got a 40-inch jump vertical at 6'9", 6'10". If they get him, that's who they need, and they're going to be hell to deal with. If we stick around with guys that we know we needed to fill some holes, you ain't going to – I'll look at that. I'll look at that.
What pick is Maurice Jackson going to be?
Maurice is between – sometimes he's more than 18, but he falls to 20. And there's another kid that went to the combine and he didn't even have to play. And his name is Cameron Carr. That's who, and I heard that Rose is looking to move up. We need to move up. The kid is 6'5", 6'6", jump like Vince Carter, shoot like Steph Curry. And they're kind of sleeping on him because he should be in the lottery. He falls out. Sometimes he's at 12, 15, and 18. But we need to get some guys that could be in this rotation that can add to us. And Chris Sinak. Chris Sinak is the 6'10", barefoot, that can shoot, stretch the floor, and rebound. We're not bringing Mitch back. I'm sorry. Mitch ain't coming back. Deuce is going to be shook. The one that I would look to try to bring back is Diawara and Grand Theft Alvarado. And Shemet, if I can. Shemet, if I can. Those three, yeah. The other guys, they gone, man. I'm sorry, I can't bring you back.
What about Kevin McCullough? Kevin
McCullough has to go because you can get a guard in this draft that can give you more and younger and stronger than Kevin. I'm sorry, I love him. He does good, but we have to build for the future. Look, we have a target on our back. Guess what? We number one. We are the champions, my friend.
We are the champions.
And now everybody, look, if you look at all the podcasts and different states, they're talking about what to do to beat the Knicks.
Yeah.
And then they had a projection out. Do you know for the 2027 finals, they got us projected number 4 to win the finals, and we the
I ain't talking about that yet. Yeah.
They got us at number 4 because they know the Knicks may try to bring, like you said, they may try to bring everybody back. Bringing everybody back is not going to win us. It's going to get us in purgatory. We've got to build for the future. This draft is hellified. And I love Leon because Leon talking about getting in it. And he need to get in at least 2 guys. Then we got at 31, we could pick Baba Miller. Kid jumped out of the damn gym, 6'11", and can shoot. He just got to tighten up his foul shot. But this kid got skills, goes to the hole. He's everything.
What about Isaiah Evans, though?
Oh, Isaiah Evans, please forget about it. No, I like Isaiah, but on another team. Because we get that out of, you get Cameron Carr, you ate up Isaiah Evans because Cameron played D two-way. He played D and he goes at offense. He's a dog,
Isaiah played D too, though.
Isaiah the one that man down. He's the one that, if he put his hands up, then the other kid from Connecticut wouldn't have been able to shoot him down.
That was a magical play, man. But
I
appreciate you,
magical,
Mike,
but it was Boozer's brother that shouldn't have thrown that pass like that. They should have had. See, and it's another point guard that usually plays that they had him on the bench for Boozer's brother. Boozer, he should have kept his dribble, and if they got him, he should have threw it in the back, ran in the front, then they throw it in the front. Don't just throw it up. That's what happens when you just throw it up for anybody to get. They got it and they won.
That game still haunts me, man. But I appreciate you, Mike, man. Big time salute, man.
That's right. Hey, come on.
No
Look,
doubt.
before you go, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Please there's no other podcast doing it. Could you please do a mock draft, some type of draft for the Knicks? Every other state is getting a mock draft for their particular team. There's no New York team person that's on the air that's doing it just for the Knicks. We need to be on them and help them because sometimes the Knicks, and then Leon Rose is talking about moving up in the draft for the first time since he's been administrating for the Knicks. He's never moved up. He's always moved back.
Right. Yeah.
So, hey, come on. We need you. Come on. It's you. You are the voice of the city.
Yeah, I talked about some draft prospects, but I never did a mock draft because, college is not my strong suit. But, I'm learning about the players now. I've been watching some,
skillful players. And when you start talking, people listen. And maybe Leon might hear something because we got to get them to hear something because they coming, the target is on our back. We are the chance. We want to repeat. I don't want to just, we couldn't do it because of this or that.
Me too.
Now the ball is in our court. Let's do it.
Let's do it, man. Mike, I appreciate you. I'm going to consider that.
Yeah.
I'm going to consider doing that. 100%.
All right. Thank you.
All right. No doubt. It's my man Mike not from the islands. See if Joe from Westchester. Is that Joe? Who is that? Oh, let me see. Yuri. What's good, Yuri?
What's good?
How you feeling, man?
Good. No, I heard the Tom Thibodeau comments from Taj Gibson. You can tell he's very happy for the guys, all the players.
That's good.
But it feels like something's missing.
Uh-oh.
He said he felt happy for the players.
Mm-hmm. I caught that.
So you can tell he's holding resentment. Maybe it could be me. I don't know. I don't like looking into it, but that's my opinion.
No, I mean, it's fair.
But this is our first championship in 53 years. And if he says he's happy with the players,
yeah. I look at it like I agree with you. I think that it's certain players. I don't think it's the whole team.
Yeah, he's certain players he's happy for. So, like, in a sense, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mike Brown came in. He did what he had to do. He implemented his system, you know what I mean?
Right.
And the Knicks will have their first title in 53. Sadly, Thibs cannot do it. But I want him to be that we shouldn't have fired him. It was a good choice to move on.
Yeah.
Because we won a title.
What are your thoughts on Jalen Brunson? Is he top 50 all time?
Absolutely.
Let's go.
You scored 5 points in a closeout game that was half the team's points, and you win by 4, and you lead your team to a title in a closeout game, and guess who tied that record? Michael Jordan.
That's fire.
I'm sorry, you're top 50 in my opinion. So
talk to him.
You're top 50 in my opinion. I don't want to hear nothing else. And you're doing this as a short guard. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be on record to say this. He's the guy that should be a face of the league, not Wembanyama.
Yeah. I think a lot of people agree with that.
The guy's got no problems off the court. He's down to earth. He's the most humble person I've ever met in a Knick uniform. And he's the captain for a reason.
Do you think he makes the Olympic team now?
I think he stays out of the Olympic team and gets ready for next season. I want him to, though. Maybe I could actually watch.
Seconds.
That's going to be 2028. So.
It's going to be 2028? Yeah, I could see him making it then.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't he? For the off-season wise, I'm not changing anything with the starting 5. Improve the damn bench. Later, come on.
Okay. And also, really quick before you go, two things. You was right about the social media influencers causing the craziness. And did you see Jalen Brunson hooping at Lifetime Athletic? Was that recent?
That was recent.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because I wasn't sure. I'm like, yo, is this old footage? Like, so damn, he working out already. That's a champion right there.
Yo, like Mikhail said, they're getting ready for another run, bro.
That's championship level.
Big time.
Man, I appreciate you, Yuri. Thank you for that update. Hey, I wasn't sure if that video was new or not. Because I'm like, hold up, this has to be from last year. There's no way you just win the championship and now you outwork it, man. That's fire. See what my man Blue wants to say. What's good, Blue?
Yep.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, man? I see you guys is I think talking about Thibodeau, right?
Yeah. He said he's happy for the players, you know?
I mean, yeah. I mean, he got Mark Jackson, you know. It's tough, man. You know, you see your team win a championship, you know, the year after you get fired, you know, it's like it's definitely bitterness there. I mean, that's a tough situation. It's a tough spot. Yeah, you could be happy, you know, for individuals on the team. I mean, that's cool, but I mean, what person, what human being who, you know, put a lot of time and work and effort into something and then they have it taken away from them, who wouldn't have resentment? You know, that's a tough pill to swallow, you know. I mean, you know, you on the outside looking in. I mean, James Dolan said he was giving everybody honorary rings. You could give Thibodeau an honorary ring, you know, just to, you know, but he probably throw that in the ocean, you know. You know, but I was just saying, man, you know, it's tough. That's tough nuggies, man, you know, but yeah, but in regards to, you know, looking at the team, what we have now, you know, Jose Alvarado, right? I believe he has a player option, right? He's gonna
he'll be
take
back.
that. Yeah, he's taking that player option, right? He ain't gonna get that kind of money nowhere else, I don't think, right? So he's gonna opt in. Landry, I mean, that's you know, that's you know, that's you know, you don't know if you do, if you don't. Mitch, you want to sign him back. It's whether or not he wants to come back for a particular number. We don't know what that number is. What are the Knicks missing? You know, you would say ball handling, right? Do you give Tyler Kolek a opportunity, or do you bring in you know, someone like Giannis who can then bring the ball up the court?
See, that
can
part.
Yeah, that's you know, that can augment your offense right there, you know. This Giannis thing, I mean, is gonna the noise is gonna get real loud, you know, and the draft is what, Tuesday? So I mean, that would be kind of awkward, you know. You celebrate, and we got to actually think about, what do you put first? Camaraderie, you know, team chemistry, you know, like which one do we value more in that regard? You know what I mean? And or you looking at this two-time MVP guy, you know, like there's talks as whether does Giannis go to Orlando? Does he go to Boston? Does he go to Miami? Does he go to the Clippers? You know what I mean? Does he go to OKC? You know, there's a lot, but you know, for some odd reason, you don't hear, you know, any talk on the Knicks. Now you hear, you know, Rose wants to move up in the draft. Why? You know, you have the 24th, the 31st, and the 55th pick. You know that those are fairly decent picks. I don't know, man. This is tough, man. This it's gonna get loud, man. It's gonna get real loud where this goes. This is it's not going anywhere, and you know, you can't be complacent. You know,
Right.
complacency leads to laziness, and that's not, you know, we've been, like, I believe one of the callers said, purgatory after,
Yep.
you know, the 73 championship. They went through
10
a extreme
seconds.
low, you know, so you got to upgrade your roster, man. You just, it's a must. It's mandatory, and Rose, he has to do it. He
Has
has
to
to.
do it.
He has to. I mean, unfortunately, you know, people may not want to see Towns go or Bridges go, and I get, you know, Jalen, you know, those are his guys in terms of, you know, Bridges, but
Uh,
I mean, look, man, I mean, does is he really chasing legacy, or was this one championship enough for him?
Nah, we got to get more.
I mean, that's a question for him. Do you think that's all he wants? You just think he wants just one championship? You think this one championship was just, you know, like, I did it? You think that's his mindset? I
Nah,
don't know.
I think they want more, but
No,
will
him
you?
personally, him. Do you,
I'm saying everybody wants more, but will it happen
it
with
did, but
everyone?
with everyone. But now as a business owner, you looking at your business, are you saying, all right, like, is, you know, how do I, you know, every business looks at like, yo, I need to make more money. I got to make more money. How do I improve my balance sheet? You know, so
Yeah.
is
But
is
he said
James.
in the speech, and I didn't get a chance to talk about I keep putting the speech on the show, but I don't get a chance to talk about it. But he said that there's no guarantee we will be back here again.
Who said that?
Dolan.
There's no guarantee. Yeah, he also said, yeah, hopefully we don't have to wait 53 years to get another one too. You know what I mean? So yeah.
that I don't know how to read into that. You know, is it just that you wanted to let the people know, you know, the team, because he said that at the speech to get the team hype. You know,
Yeah,
was
but
that
at the same time, what do you do? Like, do you just sit idly by? Like, you know, like, we all know how hard it is to get back to that certain place. But if you get this other dude into your roster, you automatically become odds-on favorite to win next
That's
year.
a fact. Yeah,
There's no
Vegas would
doubt about
automatically
it.
make you. Yeah, because
Yeah.
you know they like names and, you know,
Yeah, but
nonsense.
did
But
you
whatever.
say, yo, is Jalen the face of the league? I mean, like, is he that pretty dude, like, you know, that everybody wants, or is he that, like, no, he's regular schmegular, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't think they want him to be the face of the league, but someone like Giannis, somebody who's just, you know, like that, you know what I mean? They want that. It's appealing, and the Knicks need that. But yeah, man, let's go, champ.
Let's go. Yeah,
All
we the
right, man.
champs.
Basically.
Big time.
All right.
Let's go, champ. I like that. Sounds like this is my man from Bronzeville with the big hands, the boxer. Damn. I don't remember the guy's name. Bronzeville boxer. He always say, "Let's go, champ." Shannon Briggs. Yeah, that's his joints. Shannon Briggs. Let's go, champ. See what Gino wants.
Yeah.
What's good, Gino? You had something else you wanted to add really quickly? What's up?
Yo, I heard you talking about some off-season work. What's good?
I mean, people started talking about Giannis. I was talking about Giannis to the Celtics, because they're trying to catch us, you know. But you know, a lot of people are concerned about, you know, staying the same. Will it be enough to win another championship?
Man, Ken, you a history guy. You know the deal.
I mean, I try to go
You
into
know what
history.
You know what history says.
I know.
This team got to upgrade. I'm gonna be real.
Mm.
I'm gonna be real with you. And real talk, I'm gonna send you this link. Have you seen that that Bobby Mark stuff with the Knicks free agency?
What'd he say?
I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you through the call-in number.
Okay, what he said?
So he said we could basically resign all our players. We can go
Yeah,
over
of
the
course.
cap.
Yeah.
The only wild card is Clarkston.
Yeah.
So
more than likely we could bring him back too, because I don't know if he's going to get much more money than veteran minimum next year. I mean, you know, he's a talented player, but
he gets a raise.
He could get the $5 million extent. We have that. We have the $5 million.
Exactly, right. Because he'll be eligible for that that over $4 million. So that basically that $5 million.
Yeah, he could get that.
So we can get
if we
back.
wanted to.
Right. But is this team good enough to repeat with the same team?
Very, very difficult task.
Right.
Very difficult task.
Right. But I think this team will upgrade. I think this team will upgrade, especially with the draft.
Okay.
Because they already got us going first round for a center. And they projecting the center from Carolina. Not Wilson. The other dude.
Damn, what's the other dude's name?
I forgot his name, but he was dropping like 17. But he a shooter. He not an interior presence.
Oh, I know who you talk about. I just can't remember his name. Hold on. I'm gonna do a mod. I know exactly who you talk about.
Right. Right. So they gonna do an upgrade. But yeah, and then like you win chips when you're not in that second apron. Because once your team get expensive, it seems like it's done after that.
You're done off.
So that second apron is a curse. And no matter what, if we don't re-sign Mitch, we still in the second apron.
Right.
So Leon Rose got a lot of work to do. So
you talking about is it Henry Vassar?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. They was looking at him.
Yeah, I know.
So that's projected to be in our mock. So it just depends, but you a history guy. You made me a history guy at this point, so
you gotta be history guy. Gotta be.
Like history never fails. Like now we've seen this through these finals.
Yeah. I mean, even though we technically are still an anomaly in history, but
what you
history
said,
was also on our side. Huh?
Our differential was high.
Yeah, no, our performance in the playoffs is undeniable. The only thing we overcame was the All-NBA first teamer MVP, just period. It don't got to be for that year. No team has won besides the Pistons, but it became like we became the Pistons. So 2 teams now. But the Pistons didn't repeat. And
but we did have an all defensive team.
Yeah. They had defensive player of the year, but it's
right. Right, but technically JB was not a team 2. Let's be real.
Yeah. He should have been the first teamer. But that's a whole nother topic.
Without a doubt. So it's a lot of work that got to be done in the off season, but we can resign our team. It's just dependent where they want to go, but we're still going to be a second apron team no matter what. If we don't get Mitch back or not, we're still going to be a second apron team. Yep. So it just depends. But Leon going to do what he going to do, and we'll see what's going to happen.
I just want to repeat, man. It's not the same pressure, because like how mad could you be if you don't? But screw that. I just want to win again.
Me too. Me too. But we got that one. But that just proved that players like Mikal and all of them got to work, got to get better in the off season.
For sure, especially if we ain't doing no big additions.
Get better. Right. Right. So it just depends how they go and how they move during the summer, and see how they come back. But we'll see. Time will tell all.
Time will definitely tell, man.
But man, salute to you, man.
Big
Great
time.
show. And, tomorrow.
Yep, I'll be back tomorrow. Blue and orange brunch for sure.
All right, salute, bro.
No doubt.
All right.
Right. It's my man Gino from Brooklyn. We're gonna be back tomorrow. I'm gonna come back with the blue and orange brunch. It's always stuff to talk about. I mean, I be having topics I don't even get to. So all I do, I just roll them over for the next day. So I will see you guys tomorrow. And until next time, as always, let's go Knicks.